Knucklehead Comics Tuesday. It's fucking Tuesday. We got Lay in the building. We got Cap in the building. Cabs can't make it tonight, but he's here in spirit on Lay.
No, man, just chilling, brother, chilling.
What's up, Cap? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Is that and the father goes shamefully? That's my son. And the other guy goes shamefully. Orion goes, that's my father. Choose fear and hate to run your life. Something you can't do. That was wrong with me from the beginning. I was doing it that way. I was gonna go down that path. I worried.
You thought it was Grayson?
Sorry, got hurt. Not him. Not him.
Back his brain for somebody, anybody that can help.
Choose
and remember,
fear and hate.
Freeze.
The media.
No,
Randall Savage.
You're Randall Savage. His knowledge and all other shit, and his capacity to learn.
Absolutely.
This is the only vegan I'll ever eat is grilled chicken wings, because that's like vegan to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the chicken wings are supposed to be fried, but you grill the chicken wings, you put it in some sauce, and give it some blue cheese.
Is vegan.
That's vegan. Like regular moo cow fuck milk, put it in some Honey Nut Cheerios, vegan, because Honey Nut Cheerios is good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? Can I steal the question from Cabs?
I got it right.
I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal.
You're too late.
Wow.
I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right, and I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow, cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah. Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hype for this shit. Right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
That is going to take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Knucklehead Comics in the building. We got Lay, we got Cap, we got Shazam, we got Miss Marvel, we got everybody in the fucking building tonight. We came back with a banger. What up, Bigfoot? What up, Kenny? What's going on? How y'all doing? How you doing, Lay and Cap?
Chilling.
Chilling.
Glad to be
Ready to
back.
get back at it.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
No, Big
Shit,
Food.
yo. What happened?
Say what's up to Big Food.
Oh, okay. All right. You ain't got to yell at me, Lay. We've been off for a week. I see you got the energy and all that other shit. That's what's up.
Do this.
But yeah, man, yo, first episode of Miss Marvel. What did you guys think of it? We go straight into this motherfucker.
It's like I was pleasantly surprised at the girl that they picked. I forget her name. I'm sorry, it escapes me. A lot of charisma. She has that literally that, like, how do I say it? Like what Tom Holland has, but
Yes.
she has it, I think, more than he does. You know what I mean? Like she's both charismatic and inviting, and I really like that about her. You know what I mean? Like if you want to build a future star, she's a great launching point off her. You know what I mean? And I don't like that team thing, like my brother Cabs does, like that whole team drama thing. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't upset at it. You know what I mean? It was really the dynamic with her family and her friends that I was really enjoying.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the father and the mother, I was like, yo, I connected with them. The pops, when he came in as the Hulk, I was like, yo, this dude is a genius.
Yeah. It's funny because in the comics it's the other way. The father's more strict and the mom is not. So they flipped it for the show in the sense that the mother's like really, and the father's like, listen, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't do stuff, but go ahead.
No, yeah.
I love the fact that her religion is just part of the show. It's not a focal point to an extent of it's being forced on people. You know what I mean? Like they're feeding it to you. They're just like, yo, listen, it's part of life. It's kind of explained, but it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah,
So,
I definitely.
It kind of is exactly like with Matt Murdock in the sense of it's really a big part of it, but it's not a big part of him for the first season. It's really when it comes to season 3 that shit is. He's living in the church for the most part. So, you know what I mean? Yep.
No, I hear you. Kat, what'd you think of the first episode of Miss Marvel?
I'm not gonna lie. Going into it, I thought, all right, this was the Marvel show that's not for us. It's for the kids, for the teens. You know, this one we could probably skip because whatever. No, it's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It is for the kids and it is for teens and all that shit, but it's still good. I like I have 2 gripes. One, not real gripes, but one, I'm still a little iffy on her power set. But the fact that the mom hinted that she knew what that bracelet was is giving me hope that they can do something interesting with this. So I'm gonna hold out on it.
Mhm.
Plus, I heard an interview with the guys who directed the first episode. They also directed the last episode, and they said that this is only getting started. It's not a complete picture yet. So I'll see what's going on there. My other gripe is this man showed up dressed as the Hulk with your own like cultural shit. That was awesome. Why? How would that be embarrassing?
Yeah, that was kind of dope.
Yo, if I turn around and think, yo, we're going to Comic-Con and I show up in costume and my kid says anything, told they live with you from now on. I just don't
Nah, yeah. I hear you.
Yeah.
My camera phone.
but I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what happens next, where they go from here.
Like it's quickly, like in one episode, I really like it more than one division. So
Yeah.
it's funny because I've seen several countdowns, right, where the number 1 show is WandaVision. I'm like, all right, whatever. Swear to God, I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I missed the boat with WandaVision. But the funny thing is I missed on a show that was about pretty much going through a bunch of shows that I've seen growing up my whole life, sitcoms. But I missed the boat. And I know the characters. So I was like, I don't know.
I'll tell you right now, WandaVision is the most emotionally latent show.
Yeah.
So if you're going based off of pure, like, you get the feels, then yeah, I would say that would be the number 1 show.
Well, I got the feels way more from Captain Winter, the sense of the other Captain America and not the asshole. But, not understanding Sam's point. Bucky, I've always been a huge Bucky fan, so that's my thing. It's like, it's like, you're free, and he goes to do what? I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Go live, douche. Just live your life, you idiot. And then, of course.
Yeah. I hear you. But the one thing I did like about this show was they got rid of the whole how she get her suit shit real quick.
Yeah.
They were like, yo, she's trying to be Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel. And she made her suit to look like her. And fucking... and the kid did it legit. Like, they had a leather jacket and they colored it, all the other shit that looked legit. The helmet looked fake. But, I mean, that's the best you got. You're not going to find a fucking leather helmet unless you go to, like, a sex store or some shit.
You're not going to find a fucking seamstress. I don't know how Spider-Man still pulled that off to this day. I don't remember him knitting in the knitting class, some shit like that.
That was a part of the spell.
Pretty good, didn't he?
Yeah. That was a part of the spell. He's like, everyone forgets, but I remember how to sew. I'm like a
Sylvester Stallone.
Fucking Demolition Man, yeah.
It's funny. Sign of the Demolition Man. I was into the song today. The song is horrible with Sting. The song is atrocious. But I was like, yo, I gotta buy this movie on Prime because the only place you're gonna have it. I gotta buy it and then watch it and realize that they upgraded Wesley Snipes. He's like superhuman. He's pretty much Captain America. And Stallone's like, I can fucking knit with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
He's 10 times stronger than he was before. He's a martial artist now.
Yo, not to get off too much of a subject, but in honor of Cabs, who I don't know if he's coming in late or whatever, but here's the random first question. What would you be mad at if you were on ice for 50 years and you were unfrozen? What bullshit skill can they download to you that you'd be fucking super pissed at?
That's a good one. That's a good one right there.
Shit.
I think it's really useless.
This is a stumper.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Because I thought too, but then I'm like, yo, that is a good skill. Like, you know, like you can much clean anything at any time, but yo, at the end of the day, who wants to live in a filthy house?
It's true.
But it can turn into some OCD shit where I have to clean everything. So I'm like, that's gotta be careful about that.
Yeah.
That knitting one
What up,
is
bro?
good. The knitting one is good because I don't see myself knitting anything anytime soon. But he already has that one.
Yeah, I got my answer.
What's your answer?
I'd be pissed if my enemy can do karate and shit, and the only thing they downloaded in me was I could hold my breath for longer than 45 seconds.
Oh my.
Hey, you can swim on the water slightly better.
Shit,
That's good. That's good. That is irritating.
I could fucking TikTok. That would be a skill that was like, I don't want to know how to TikTok.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm supposed to be a fucking superhero.
I can memorize shitty songs.
Yeah, right.
Like all the good songs, for some reason, my brainwaves don't pick that up. But the shitty ones, I'm rocking them shit. I'm like, yo, I'm karaoke. Because people are like, yo, I don't want to hear that. I go, yo, it's all I remember. I'm sorry, guys.
Yo,
this is what
my man lay walking down the street. Don't you want me, baby? No. Don't you want me?
The funny thing is, to somebody, that song is great. But to me, I'm going to be on some, no.
Yo, I can just see it now. They give me that power. And we're at a bar, and I'm like, yo, there's a cute girl over there. I'm like, yo, go talk to her. I'm like, all right. And I just walk up and be like, hey, I just met you. This is crazy. So here's my number. Call me.
I'm over here singing, let's go Barbie. I'm like, oh my God, I know that song.
Song. I'll tell you, we ever go to the bar and lay hits on a woman, I swear to God, all I'm going to hear is, I'm too sexy for my shirt. You know too sexy for my shirt.
I'm gonna be completely transparent with you guys. I have that song on my thing. That's a guilty pleasure. Yo, it is. It's to me two things. One, it's absolutely ridiculous. Two, it's an episode of Men with Children, which when they go to London, which I fucking love Man with Children, and I love the fact that a dude that he thinks he's so hot, but he's really not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hilarious, man. It's hilarious.
Yo, I forget who fucking sings it, but my guilty pleasure song is Swagger Jacker.
That's a good one,
It's by I forget her name because I only listened to that a few times, but she's off like the British X Factor, like one of their singing shows.
Okay. Well, that's not even my guilty pleasure song. That's just one of those, like it comes up like on my playlist and I'll be like, I don't stop it.
Mr. Fab?
I don't stop the song. I just be like, eh. You know what I'm saying? You know how you get out the gym and you're trying to cool down?
Yeah.
You know, from being hyped? That's one of those that I'll be like automatically, I'm like, I can't take anything seriously.
Yo, My guilty song is the "Shut Up and Dance with Me." This
Oh,
woman is
nice.
my. Yo, I
Nice.
would drive home with my pops every day from work, and I would listen to the radio. That
Yeah.
song would be on, and then when it finished, I would look for other stations that played it because I know they had the same 5 fucking songs on every radio station.
Yeah, I think one of mine is it's the song is with it's called Benny and Jill, I believe. Johnny Depp is in it, and it's I Will Walk 500 Miles. That's
Oh.
I don't know the I think the two guys' name are the Pretenders and twin brothers. Dude.
I will walk 500 miles.
The
and
way I walk, I think is completely relatable. It's completely relatable. You know what I mean? But yeah. Like I said, Miss Marvel. So far, I didn't think. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think I was gonna like it. I kind of went into it like I did with Hawkeye. But that first episode, I was like, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'll put Hawkeye up against anything right now on TV because one is Christmas. Who doesn't like Christmas? And if you don't, you know what you can do. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You don't like Christmas? You don't like Christmas at all?
He's a liar.
No.
The vibe with the family.
Oh no, I'm a liar. That Christmas completely misses the point of the fucking holiday we're trying to celebrate.
Oh no, yeah.
So, am I an extravagant gift wanter?
Nah.
Do I ask for anything?
Nah.
Do I put up Christmas lights? Do I listen to Christmas? I don't
You
do none
listen
of
to
that shit.
You watch Die
some
Hard?
Christmas, man.
Halloween's my fucking holiday.
Well, it's funny. It's same here. Well, Thanksgiving, Halloween. I gotta eat just to eat.
Yeah, yeah.
But nobody can disagree with that. If you're a guy or any kind of person, do you watch Die Hard?
Yeah, I watched that.
No, there we go. So I mean, there has to be something there. Give me something to fall like that. Yeah.
Shit.
But yeah, man. I mean, and then Hawkeye. We forget how interesting Hawkeye really is. Like when you read the comics, you forget how, and they did it, man. And then Moon Knight, of course. I mean, Moon Knight. It's funny how we had so little Moon Knight, and yet everybody was still like, yes.
Because the character they got to play him was phenomenal.
Yeah. Oscar Isaac is, and then give Ethan Hawke all the credit in the world because he's a great foil. You know what I mean? And the funny thing is, I don't think Ethan Hawke was a bad guy more than a protagonist. You know what I mean? He wasn't a bad guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't see it that way. It's like I tell people when Man of Steel, General Zod wasn't a villain. General Zod is programmed to do one thing. New world,
save his people.
Simulated to bring a new planet. That's not a bad guy. He's just doing his job. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like Batman fucking up a guard. You're an asshole. That dude's trying to feed his family, son. He had nothing to do with you.
Yeah. Yeah, but it makes its own perspective because the people of fucking Krypton were like, yo, no, we need to live and let our people go. And people of Earth are like, no, we inhabitate this planet. So it's like, he's good to somebody, but he's bad to others.
What's up, bro? What's up, man? I just realized also what's up, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, nice show.
What do you guys think? That little when she fell backwards after getting covered in that hard light. What do you think that little realm was?
I thought those were zombies.
I honestly, real quick, I was thinking those are like, remember in Shang-Chi when they were talking about what's on the other side of that wall?
Yeah.
I thought that's in my head. I was thinking that's what's on the other side of that wall. Something like that. And you know how she pulls her powers from other dimensions to herself, like for other forms of herself. Like maybe it's kind of like when Nightcrawler teleports. He teleports to that one dark dimension.
Yeah.
That kind of deal. Like it kind of leaked out a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's what I was thinking. I had two minds. One, like you said, Lay, they actually do some weird like Terrigen Mist type shit, and those are all just her, into which she can embiggen and grow and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Or two, I'm thinking that this bracelet has something to do with her family lineage. Her grandmother was a hero or something, and much like the Panthers.
Oh yes,
everybody in their family who
is
boss
and everybody with the herb, they're the only ones that can eat it.
Yeah, this is everybody who in her family line.
Yeah,
sitting there in this room.
I hope it's either one of those, and it's not something ridiculous. Like they just threw it in there. And but the great thing about these Marvel shows is they haven't really done anything where it doesn't link to something that makes sense yet. None of them have done that yet. You know what I mean? Which I'm happy about. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's going on?
Again, that's the wrong comic, but I do like Fat Albert. I didn't like the movie, but I love the cartoon when I was younger.
I like the chicks in the movie though.
Yeah, and I just aged the shit out of myself again.
No,
The
I
songs
hear you.
weren't bad enough. I said the cartoon. Yeah. But I can't wait for the next episode. Have you guys watched one?
Yes.
I want to kind of shine a light on that because the last episode people were like, I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Do me a favor. You guys are asking for everyone, right? Shut the fuck up and enjoy it. Because now I'm just going to strangle people. Well, I don't know about that episode. How about this one? I took a lightsaber and shove it up your ass. Just enjoy what it is.
Yeah. You want the story so fucking much, and they give you the story, and all of a sudden you're picking it apart. It's like, bro.
I'm telling you, this one, it ain't Boba Fett.
That is true. And not for nothing. It's to me, the last episode, it reminded me of the game. Because the game is supposed to be canon. And at some point you have Vader chasing you. So why can't this be right around the time where you infiltrate the fucking layer with Vader? Because you have to get in there somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You got to get in there somehow, and maybe they kidnapped the other fucking chick. I don't know, but you see a lot of the game in this episode.
Well, I got to give him props because if you watch the cartoon, that Inquisitor base is literally ripped from the cartoons. The way it looks and everything, I was like, all right, my bad, guys. All right. Yeah. Somebody there was like a little detail there. Dave Filoni was like, we're not fucking this up. All right. We've been like 2 for 2. Boba Fett was a problem, but we're good right now. Just keep it going.
Word.
Yeah. But this is probably gonna be opposite day then, because I'm 50-50 on this show.
Okay.
Episode 1, great. 2, 3, awesome. 4, there's little idiosyncrasies that I can't get past. And
bless you.
Yeah, bless you. I'm somebody. Yes, I look for the story. I like to see the story play out. But I'm also the type of person who's like, nah, you told me 40 years ago this happened. That don't go through to there. It doesn't. And it doesn't. And you can't tell me. My thing is Star Wars. This is why I don't see why people. So I'm kind of a little bit like Lay here, because the sequel trilogy. I said from the beginning, they should have had one person do the whole thing. But Star Wars has always been, let's make a movie. Let's make a second one. But you said this. Fuck. Let's just say this now. Let's make a third one. But we already said this. Fuck. Let's just say this now. Hey, let's do prequels. Okay, we're going to go off of this? Nah, I got something new to... It's never been a fucking through line, a shit.
Absolutely.
And that's the one thing that pisses me off about it. Because up until this point, one dude did it. One dude had it.
Yep.
And it never lined up. And if we're gonna continue not lining it up, then I don't try to get me to care about the overall arcing story. I'll just stick with grasping on the characters that I like.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah.
Well, because think of it this way. Think of in the MCU, you saw Captain America in his 3 movies.
Yes, sir.
And then in the Avengers, he curses. He's a dick. Him and Bucky are brothers in the Avengers. But then you go back to the movies, he's nice. They're not brothers. They just
it doesn't correlate with what you showing on one side.
Yeah.
On the other.
And especially since we get to A New Hope. We already know that in the first 3, Vader seemingly doesn't give a shit that he has a daughter. Because she's standing right in front of him and he never says shit about it. But now you mean to tell me that they had Leia, they tortured Leia, and Vader was like, nah, let's grow up. Let her grow up in the thing. And then 20 years from now, I'm gonna look at him like, you're a fucking traitor now. Like, I mean, it's not, if it was small things, okay, that's a pretty big fucking thing for you to all of a sudden turn around and go, oh no, this just keeps happening to Leia. She keeps getting kidnapped and tortured, and the Empire never knew that she was fucking a rebel. Like that's dumb.
Well, mate,
in a lot of stuff they make all it's like pro wrestling. They make the good or the bad look dumb in some ways. You're just like, who's booking this?
no, yeah. But you know, not for nothing, this could have happened, and Vader is just like, this little girl is insignificant. I don't give a shit about no one but Obi-Wan. And the Inquisitor's like, well, if I get Obi-Wan through this girl, I can become the head Inquisitor. And all the whole time, Vader doesn't give a shit.
But the funny, she uses the Force. So like, when you was talking to the asshole cousin of hers, like that's the Force.
No, yeah, he was
using it.
Yeah.
I don't know how you were not detecting that.
Yeah,
I
she
get
did
it.
in the.
Like she was using it. I was like, so nobody, not even Obi-Wan's been out of practice for a minute. But like nobody else, not even the Inquisitor was feeling it. Also,
Yo, but see that. Here's the thing. That's why it irks me so much. Because what are the Inquisitors trying to do? Get rid of all Force-sensitive children. She fucking blocked you from using your Force. You can't do that if you don't have the Force.
yeah.
So you told Vader, hey, so why would you not tell Vader, hey, I have a Force-sensitive young girl who's the daughter of fucking Organa? And then then again, if you line it up, Vader, who's supposed to be the baddest man in the fucking planet or the universe, doesn't recognize her, doesn't feel the Force, because he literally fucking interrogates her. Same shit. He couldn't get through. They put in another thing. She blocked it again. Like, this keeps happening, and no one knows. That's the appearance it gives off.
Hey, but she might be so strong in the Force that she can erase your memory of her using it.
she might as well.
If that's true, then George Lucas wrote the movies about the wrong one.
No, well, people are saying that there's evidence that Leia was stronger than Luke in the Force, and she just didn't want to be a Jedi.
Well, you know why there's evidence of that? Because for some reason, somebody thought it would be a good idea to wait until Mandalorian season 2 to finally have Luke Skywalker kick the shit out of motherfuckers. Like,
that's true.
The Luke we've all been waiting for.
yo,
I mean, I saw it, this is my whole life.
in episode 3, so didn't you turn around and go, oh, now I see why Vader's a bad dude? When he was force choking and killing motherfuckers?
Yeah, yeah.
And why do you say that now? It's because what has been presented in front of us has not been that.
Well,
we had to infer.
The thing with Star Wars is every single character, it's like you have to make the assumption. They tell you this guy is the baddest, and you have to just believe him. Like Yoda, we didn't know Yoda was as bad as he was until fucking episode 3 or 2 when he fought
Attack of Clones. Yeah,
when he fought Count Dooku and all that. It's like we didn't know that, and apparently you can't know anything about Yoda until you actually do the research and look him up and shit. But
that's why I'm a big fan of The Mandalorian, because from the first episode you realize that's a bad man.
Yeah,
like that's a period. Like yo, you can come. I could bring you in warm or cold. It's on you, son.
Mm-hmm.
I do nothing. I'm cool with it either way.
In the same vein, that's why the animated series are so effective.
Yeah,
they're long form storytelling. We get to grow. We get to see them. We get to see. There's an episode where Obi-Wan is helping out. I forget her name, but she's the Queen of Mandalore, and her right hand man turns on her. Yeah, and he literally looks at Obi-Wan and is like, Ha! You can't do nothing to me because she's here. And then Anakin just walks straight up behind him. Zzz, lightsabers are through the chest. It kills them. And Obi-Wan looks at him and is like, what the fuck, dude? He's like, what? He said, you couldn't do it. And he said, I couldn't do it. But it's little things like that where you're like, okay, Anakin is not just a fucking whiny bitch who hates sand.
Yeah.
There's more to him.
Yeah.
Like then you see the turn, build up in him. And you're like, okay, now I understand why he turned. And it's not just the, hey, we need to finish this trilogy out and you need to be Vader at the end of it. Switch.
Like I would love to see the Bad Batch in live action because they're interesting to me, their story, because it has nothing to do with any of the Lukes, any of the Skywalkers.
Yeah.
It's literally just a bunch of defective individuals and a little kid. And I think that's entertaining as shit because she's also one of them. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, definitely.
You know,
the one drawback about Star Wars is that unless you know the lore, all the other Jedi are just like, who the fuck is this? You know? Because when you watch the cartoons, you get a sense of Obi-Wan and Anakin and his apprentice shit, Ahsoka Tano. And then the other ones, you're like, all right, this one's cool, whatever. But then you see a scene where he's walking through that fucking memorial of all the Jedis that are in that fucking orange tube in the tombs, and you're like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? And why are they showing him? And then you look at the one guy, the Easter egg. Oh, in episode 9, for 30 seconds, this woman helped Ahsoka fucking read a book. Am I supposed to know that? Like, is Star Wars made for people who have fucking like photographic memory or some shit? Because at one point it's like, bro, I've seen the Star Wars Rebels and all that other shit. I don't remember this fucking person, and I don't know why it's a big deal. But I would have loved if in a movie, like I would have loved to see the dude. It's a trap in one of those. You know what I'm saying? You know, or the fucking dude, the dude from Rogue One. I am with the Force, and the Force is with me. You know, something like that. You know,
Donnie Yen's character.
Yeah. You know, someone we've seen before and made an impact on us.
It's funny because I kind of like that character, but I also thought it was a waste of Donnie Yen.
Yes,
like, you could have made him a badass Jedi. Because it's Donnie Yen. I mean,
yes.
I don't know if anybody knows who Donnie Yen is, but he's Donnie Yen. That's all I got to tell you. Look him up.
I would say he's this generation's Bruce Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because he's predominantly makes his movies over there in Hong Kong, right? That's what he does. And occasionally, he like Hollywood goes, "Yo, want you to do?" He goes, "Listen, let me check my schedule because I'm making movies myself. Okay, I could do John Wick 4. I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Because I can, not because Hollywood calls me. I think Hollywood's called him a couple of times. He's like, yeah, but I'm already making a movie. You guys have to wait.
Yeah. Word.
I make a lot of money over here. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, if you look at that last XXX movie, he must have been like, you know what? I'm not gonna. I can't do it. And then they said a number, and he went, "How much? Yeah. I'm on the next flight."
I mean, he said that, and it's a John Wick movie. You just like, I get to play with some actual other martial artists. Scott Adkins, the guys from 8711, that whole stunt team. They're all martial artists, pretty much.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu is part-time martial artist. All these people that are legit. You know what I mean? And he had just worked with Scott Adkins on Ip Man 4, so it's going to be that familiar thing. Oh, and the dude from Undisputed 3 too, the bad guy, Spanish dude, he's in it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yo, you know what I would like to see? You know how crazy Tom Cruise gets with his stunts and shit for the Mission Impossible? Mm-hmm. I want to see Tom Cruise in like a John Wick movie. Because I really want to see if he's going to learn how to become an assassin.
Because if he just does something crazy, nobody will question his skills. If he can just run away from his homosexual thoughts,
we're just going to see Tom Cruise like hanging off of the fucking roof, like 6 inches away from the ground, shooting people. That's as much as we're going to get from him.
I don't see him doing the judo throws and, no, I don't see that. Like when he had that fight with that Henry Cavill did that whole talking to the arms. I said
Yeah.
that whole thing. He just tackled the guy. He barely showed any skill. You know what I mean? Like that's not his thing. His thing is like, yo, I can jump off some crazy shit. Just to show
I'm
my lack
Jackie
of skills.
Chan. I'm Jackie Chan without the fight.
Exactly. Yeah.
But that's why I said put him in John Wick, because then he's gonna have to learn to fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those things where it's gonna be like what Matt Damon said. He goes, you know, these guys are all skilled, so I'm gonna be the weakest dance partner, and Tom Cruise is gonna be the weakest dance partner of all. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'd be down for it. Like Ethan Hunt meets John Wick. I'd be with him, but Ethan Hunt's gonna get murdered. It's just gonna happen.
I would love to see Wesley Snipes in a John Wick fucking. You want to talk about for the first time we get Wesley Snipes and Michael Jai White, throw them motherfuckers together in a movie with John Wick.
You can't put Wesley Snipes in a John Wick film.
He'll take over.
Yeah, you know why? Because John Wick is cool because he doesn't say anything, and Wesley's cool is because he can say whatever the fuck he wants.
Absolutely correct.
He's got too much charisma.
Yeah,
but I think that dynamic would work.
It would be interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd be a fan of wanting to see that.
Yo, let's have Keanu Reeves and Wesley Snipes remake Tango and Cash.
Ooh,
I'm with that. I got no problem with that. You sign me up. Yo, if I had, I wish I was one of those people that was like had billions, and there was movies that I would make that I was like, yo, I've always wanted to see these two people work together. And if it bombs, hey, but if it doesn't, you're like, I knew that would work.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? I would be down for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Because then you would need like Joe Pesci and Wesley Snipes in a movie together. I think that would just have them in a room talking to each other, like they're locked in a room just talking, trying to figure a way out, and they're just sitting there for like an hour and a half just talking to each other.
I know you don't know this movie, but you want them to remake The Dinner?
Oh,
there you go. Shit, that would be fucking hilarious. Well, you can't have Bernie Mac anymore, so I guess Wesley Snipes is our guy.
Yeah. As long as nobody put Kevin Hart in there, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Kevin Hart. Well, I enjoy Kevin Hart. It's just I don't see him as the other guys we just mentioned.
I could take him in doses.
Yeah.
Sporadically.
He plays the same character in every movie.
Like somebody we're going to speak about pretty soon.
Yeah, this is true. That's
why they get along so well.
Yeah. Speaking of The Rock, before we get to the Atom, the Black Adam, you guys want to mention anything else about the Miss Marvel? Do you want to get into like what do you think this season's gonna be about, or you want to wait until episode 2 and Cabs comes in? Because Cabs wants to talk about Miss Marvel also.
Let's wait, because to be honest, any opinion or prediction I can formulate won't be of my own volition. I've seen too many other people make predictions, and I'm like, that makes more sense than what I can make out of it.
Yeah, I couldn't formulate anything that would make sense both for whatever he wrote and whatever comic book would have given him. Like I said, I've read her comics, so they could go a lot of ways, but I don't have like a set way I'm thinking about.
No, yeah, I hear you. The only thing that I was thinking is that, like what Cap said earlier, that bracelet is handed down. Like there were other Miss Marvels, but maybe just in like Palestine, because she's Palestinian or some shit. Pakistan. She's maybe there's other heroes just in Pakistan that just like it's been passed down from generation to generation, shit like that. That's the only thing I'm thinking of right now. But yeah, all right. So we'll wait for episode 2 and Cabs to come back next week. But there's 2 more episodes in Star Wars.
I do have something that I think would be interesting. They had did this I haven't heard anybody talk about, but the mom kept saying how crazy the grandmother was, and how she had delusions of grandeur and she was pie in the sky and all that shit. All right, and I'm paraphrasing, but you know what I mean. Yeah. What if this bracelet, they tie it somehow into this Marvel version of the Terrigen Mist, right? And it is passed down. But her grandmother wasn't one of the people who can do it. And she wanted to be.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
And that's why the mom doesn't like this. Because her grandmother spent her whole life trying to be worthy of this thing, and it never worked for her. And she doesn't want her daughter to fall into that fate.
Yeah. Okay.
Shit.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a twist. That's a twist.
Yeah.
Because that would show why the mother's so overprotective.
Yes, exactly.
And the father is like, no, she got to live her life and all the other shit.
Yeah, the father's like, I've seen it drive that person, and then your mom is absolutely against it. I can't let that happen. What happened to your mom can't let it happen to you. So that's why he pushes back so much.
Word, yeah. That's a good theory. And let's hope somebody catches that, because they don't put shit out there like that for no reason.
Yeah.
Sure.
And just remember, you heard it here first, like you always do.
That's right. Yeah. All right. So there's 2 more episodes of Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and what do you guys think something big's gonna happen?
All right. I'm not gonna tell you guys what I heard, because I'm hoping in the back of my mind that it's not true. And I know there's a big controversy with this character. And I'm just saying, I'm talking about the character, not the actress, not the person who plays her.
Yeah.
Just the character. We know all the Inquisitors don't live. They don't survive. But this one particular, an animated series that we've seen that take place 5 years after this, we know she's not a factor. If she doesn't die, because if Vader doesn't get fed up and just gone, what are we doing? Now we're retroactively adding characters that have never been there. It's almost a problem with the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. It's like, how are you going to write this?
What if
they never showed up until like...
All right, so what if at the end of this series, she, the Grand Inquisitor comes back, and they send her on a mission to go after Ahsoka Tano, and Ahsoka Tano kills her, and she's the Inquisitor that she got the kyber crystal from, and she purified it, and that's how she got the white blades.
That'd be some weird... Oh no, because this takes place before The Mandalorian.
I believe so.
Yeah. All right. If that's the case, I can live with that. I can live with that.
Yeah. That'd be a good way to fit that in, which she can be useful.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they give up, bro.
Nah. But is Ahsoka Tano the episode that show going to be around this time or around Mandalorian time?
Ahsoka Tano is going to be, from what I heard, coming out of Star Wars Appreciation Day, or the celebration. It happens. It's essentially going to be the next season of Star Wars Rebels.
Okay.
And Rebels takes place 5 years after, at least 5 years after this, because that's when the Grand Inquisitor, is supposed to die.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, one last thing before you guys. I just got to get this out of my chest. For the love of God, Star Wars, stop showing me that these motherfuckers in the dark side are horrible fucking people who will kill younglings, who will chop off the hands of white bitches in Tatooine, who will fucking murder their own fucking parents, and then telling me, nah, they're good now. Fuck it. Light side of the Force. Stop that shit. That's not how this works, man.
No, because if I understand it correctly, you have to, there's only but few people that went from the dark side to the light side. Like that switch like that. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a lot for you to...
Darth Raven.
And he would
Anakin.
switch.
Kylo Ren, and now I'm hearing rumors. Everybody's anticipating Reva to turn.
No, but here's the thing though. Kylo Ren and Anakin were never fully attached to the dark side. They used their anger from like they accepted the dark side, but they used their anger to use it. But Anakin was almost like he used it as desperation because he was trying to save Padme. But when he found out his son was around, it bring him to the light side because all of his anger came from him losing his kids and Padme.
Yes, he killed kids before they died. So
No. But I'm saying like the connection to the dark side wasn't as strong because that's why Palpatine always was like, "You're weak," and blah blah blah, and he wanted his son to take over because of all the other shit.
I understand 100%. I'm not trying to dispute your point.
I'm not saying Darth Vader's not a piece of shit. I'm not saying he's a saint.
I'm just saying. I'm saying as a screenwriter, stop telling me that the man who killed kids is a fucking hero now.
No, yeah, but also the thing is the thing with Darth Raven was he went to the dark side, and if I'm not mistaken, they had multiple Jedi go and kidnap him, and they had to erase his memory, and that's how he became a Jedi again. And then when he got his memory back because his mind broke, in order to save himself from when they were trying to kill him, the Sith and the Jedi had to go and fight him. So it wasn't like he was just somebody this guy was 100% Jedi and fucking dark side at the same time because his mind split in half because they erased his memory the first time when he went from Jedi to the dark side. They erased his memory, and then in order to save his own life, he split in half, and he's light side and dark side, and they had to get Jedi and Sith to kill him. Like they had to come together and kill this motherfucker. So like that's the only one that legitimately was on both sides at multiple times. And Kylo Ren was just like a little bitch. Tell me he wasn't. Like
no, I agree. Those temper tantrums, I'm like,
yeah,
dude, that's a very dangerous temper tantrum with the lightsaber, bro. You might want to take that easy.
A stormtrooper was kicking his ass with that lightsaber.
Yo, I'm gonna say it only because the best part of Kylo Ren / Ben Solo was when he went to Exegol and was like, "All right, I guess I'm fucking up my nights now." And
yeah,
but again, he killed his father.
Yeah,
Hesitated, but ultimately pulled the trigger on his mother. Your light side shit don't mean nothing to me, man. You can't turn to the light and be like,
often your parents, yeah.
I'm good now.
Often your parents.
And
I can't back you up.
Unless the only way this can happen is if
he didn't kill his mother.
Huh?
Didn't the other plane shoot the thing he didn't shoot? The mother was Leia was the only one he never took a shot at, and Leia died in an instance of trying to give her force to Kylo Ren to turn him back. Like I don't think he shot the plane. I think the other fighter jet shot the plane.
All right, he never stopped it, and he didn't do shit to the other guy.
This is true. So, this is true. No, yeah.
On that token, he pulled the fucking trigger. But my point is, the only way they can turn around and make all these people good is if we make a new Star Wars movie and we find out that Han, aka the younglings, never died. Fucking Reva sliced the hand off of somebody who was like trafficking children.
Yeah.
Like, if you tell me everybody that they killed that didn't kill, Han was a fucking cocaine addict and Kylo knew it, that's the only way you can tell me. If Han's not really dead, then they're good guys now.
But he's not a good guy because he changed for love? The love of a woman instead of for the love of his parents?
What's love got to do with it?
That's a good question.
And I
to be honest,
we're in love.
Well, hey, man, whatever floats your boat. I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but they were doing something.
They were a dyad in the Force.
Yeah. The only cool shit Kylo Ren did was in that first one. What is that, episode
9. No,
9? 8.
8. 7.
6.
7, 8, 9.
5, 4. Yeah, all right. So it was when he turned around and Force stopped the fucking beam at him. When he froze the beam in midair and then interrogated the dude, and then the beam. Yeah. That was cool.
Which
Everything other than that is like,
nobody ever really does that.
yeah.
Why wouldn't? One thing I never understood, and why I never understood this, but it's kind of why my lightsaber's green, and I like Qui-Gon Jinn, because the green saber means you're more Force sensitive, and you use the Force more. Why don't you use the fucking Force more? Like in battle, Darth Maul should have never got close to you.
Yeah.
But you know, I am a fan though, so I'm fucking happy.
Hey.
Only a fan can truly rip apart the thing he loves.
There's nothing to add. You're not on social media. Don't at me because I don't understand what the fuck you're gonna say if you're gonna retort that. You know what I'm saying? There was one guy I was at my job. We were talking about the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, and he just started talking, and he got it. I don't know what he was talking about, but he said something about midichlorians, and I just looked at him. I said, "Yo, bro, we officially went past my threshold of knowledge of Star Wars. I agree with you. Have a nice day." I don't know what to say now. I don't know what to say about this shit anymore. But, sir, you're going to have to leave. Because I don't know how we got to midichlorians with Obi-Wan Kenobi. That was in episode 1. That was like 35 years ago. Like, let's get past the midichlorians. I get it. Let's get past it. Please, for the love of fucking God. So, Lay, I asked you, do you expect anything big to happen in the next 2 episodes of Obi-Wan?
I'm hoping. I want to see another nice lightsaber battle like they had. And I forget the fucking planet. But I want it to be just as epic. It's getting kind of hard because Darth Vader's mobility. It looks like it's really kind of limited. But I hope that a while, they train a training montage of his Force thing. And, it gets interesting, you know what I mean? Because they're both very powerful. They don't forget how powerful Obi is, So, because he's really skilled with the lightsaber. People forget, Jedi Master.
Yeah, and he learned from Qui-Gon, and Qui-Gon was one of the best to hold the lightsaber.
Yeah.
That's something else. He better show up.
Qui-Gon?
Yeah. You forget. Yoda sent him not only to watch over Luke, but to figure out how to fucking speak to Qui-Gon.
This is true, yeah. They actually specified that in the beginning of the fucking series. Them talking about episode 3, and he's like, I'm going. I need you to go with me over here so we could train somebody, figure out how to live past death or some shit. Yeah, that's true. That's the problem I have with these 6 episode runs. It's like we need more than that. Because we didn't get any flashbacks, which I'm happy of, because we should all know Qui-Gon Jinn's fucking past with the 87 movies they did. But the Boba Fett fucking flashbacks, I can never forgive you for that. I don't give a fuck that before he was in a fuck. I want to know what happened between him and the snake in the sand snake and him running Tatooine. I don't give a shit about the sand people. We got past that already. Why are we looking back? Why are we looking back at this shit? Get Chung Li in there and let's kick some motherfuckers' asses. Let's do this. You had the baddest fucking Wookiee we ever seen, and he does nothing because we gotta go back in time to watch him use a stick and put together a faucet. That's just my rant for the Boba Fett. It pisses me off because we made y'all watch it with us. if we was watching on our own, I wouldn't be as mad. But it's like we made the world watch it with us. It's like this. We oversold this. We oversold. We said everybody's getting an extra large shirt. This is a medium. This is this don't work.
Yeah,
This-
that was
this
so
is-
bad. We just said fuck it. We'll watch old movies instead. Y'all watch that shit on your
Yeah.
own.
Yeah, we was hoping for Peacemaker to come save us with that one. But hey, all right. So, any pie in the sky theories? Lay said, you said you wanted Darth Vader and Obi-Wan to fight one more time.
Absolutely.
That
Yeah.
that fight's gotta happen.
Yeah, give me that one where Obi is now ready to fight him. Okay. Instead of this half-ass effort he was making.
Again, this is the fucking nerd in me. That fight has to happen because 8 or 10, 11, 12 years from now, Vader's gonna run into him and go, hey, you were the teacher, now I'm the fucking teacher. Doesn't make sense if 12 years ago you beat his ass fucking multiple times. And I know they wrote the movie 60 years before this came out, but that only means that the people writing this now
Didn't
have
watch it.
60 years of shit to fucking play with. Like,
Yeah,
it's not like they both wrote 2 different movies at the same time. I'm like, oops.
It's true. This is true.
all right. The one thing I've noticed, and I don't know if anybody mentioned this in any of the shit that you guys looked up, Vader was not fighting the same way as he did in Rogue One or as he did in the 6, 7, and 8 movies,
Oh, so-
because I think he's still learning how to maneuver in that mechanical suit, because he did train a different style when he got his mechanical legs and arms and all other shit.
somebody I watched did make mention to that, and their theory was that Anakin rushed too much the first time they fought. So this was more of a let's see where he's at before I know if I gotta go hard or not.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't make sense for me to think, oh, he's weak, I go hard, and he's baiting me into a mistake.
Like we did Allah the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, hey, I got you. Don't do it. Now I'm here.
No legs,
Now
no
I'm
arms.
listening because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, and I'm on fire.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, they did mention the fact that he had to learn how to fight again in the mechanical suit,
That
going
makes
through all the
sense.
torturing.
You can't feel if there's nothing.
Yeah. I do like how they're showing how strong he is in the Force, though. When he picked the homegirl up and was choking her, and then stopped choking her, and she's still in the sky, I was like, there you go. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't drop her fully. He was like, no, I still got you.
He's having a full-blown conversation with some.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll put you down. But
He's-
his hands are down. He's not doing this. He's just on some what?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I loved how he could force choke motherfuckers through the TV. It's like, yo, if Vader was a WWE fan, you know how many motherfuckers would be choking on TV? Like the Miz would be on, with my hands off.
That would be for the benefit of mankind. Anyway,
What's going on, Flocka?
apparently he can do shit like that from way more than deep. Have you ever seen the movie where he's on some? He's like, he's not even on the same space station as you, bro.
Your word.
That's how he rolls.
Yeah, I'm sorry to keep ranting, but I gotta say this one last thing, because this is for specifically the screenwriters. You asked a grown woman to ask a 10-year-old child who she kidnapped from a planet she's never left. Tell me everything about this Underground Railroad. What? Where are they going? What information could she possibly have? You took her from the only planet she's ever known. And like they're gonna tell the 10-year-old the entire secret of the operation. And not just, hey, run here, he's gonna take you somewhere safe.
Which what is what happened. The best she got is fucking the dude with the yellow line in his face help some people out. Because that's all we heard.
And yo, that's purely for the screenwriter.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
True.
It's like this is the first time. This is the first time you ever been to Jersey. Tell me everything about Jersey. It fucking stinks. I don't.
You drive into Jersey, you get kidnapped. What is the governor gonna do?
I wish I would have never
change?
came.
I
You feel
don't know.
better about yourself.
Word. The fucking Sopranos live somewhere around here. You going to Gotham? Where is the Joker? I don't. I just crossed into the bridge. This is my first time here. I've literally been in there for 3 seconds. You tell me where the Joker's at, motherfucker. It's like, yo, she Rambo'd him. She
Yep.
Rambo'd Leia.
Yeah.
My man walked into town. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want your kind. You don't know who the fuck I am. I'm just walking. I'm a walker. You don't like walkers? It's like, Jesus, I don't have a car.
He's seen Game of Thrones. He knows what walkers do.
the white walkers, especially. We're here all week. But all right.
That's gotta be the only TV show where the white walkers are the bad ones.
That is true.
This is accurate.
Word. But all right, let's get into the nitty and the gritty of it. All right, I want to start off with the trailer for Black Adam. What did you guys think? Let's go through the trailer, because there's some parts in it that I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do, because it looked like they were showing Black Adam's past, and my man is on a floating fucking gurney with dudes with submachine guns and SWAT gear, and I'm like, is this supposed to be the past? Because I don't remember like fucking the Egyptians having FBI, SWAT, CIA, and fucking alien technology hovering shit back in the fucking like 200s.
No,
You know, I don't remember the
watched
pyramids having, you know, FBI and SWAT around it, you know, healing motherfuckers. Like, what happened there?
I watched it again. I think that's the scene where they go to recover his body to reanimate him.
Okay, because according to his origin, that's wrong.
But
Black Adam.
This is not going to be 100% based on the comic book origins.
No, I can tell you.
Nobody is surprised.
And the crazy shit is the fucking origin is actually kind of crazy. It's kind of fucking crazy. But we get all right, they have him, a fucking killer flings the fucking guy 30,000 feet in the air to another state because he said something about him. And Cap, he had an issue with that one because he's like, Shazam wouldn't do that. I mean, Black Adam wouldn't do that.
Here's my thing. Dr. Fate. So, do you want me to just talk about that one thing or talk about my whole thing?
What? No, talk about the one thing. Let's get through the trailer real quick, and then.
So, you have Black Adam, one of the most vicious fucking characters in DC. He gets hit in the face with a fucking billy club. And that's the moment you choose to go, you know what works? The Marvel humor. Let's do some Marvel humor and throw him instead of him just lightning bolting this motherfucker and making everybody go, oh shit, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, yeah. And I think it would have been dope if Giant Man, what's his name? There's a Giant Man?
Adam Smasher.
The Atom.
Adam
Smasher.
Adam Smasher. If Adam Smasher would have got like huge, caught the dude, bring him back down and said, we don't do that here. And then you see him like go to punch Adam Smasher. I think that's just me. Like, if you wanted to do comedy, I think that would have been fucking hilarious. But
I think my favorite part is that Black Adam is without a doubt 100% Egyptian. If I'm not correct, right?
yes.
He's Egyptian. And no
Yes.
fucking point do I hear an Egyptian accent. I'm just saying.
No.
Look,
Yeah.
in every iteration where he is at any point, cartoon or whatever, that accent is fact. It is present because he is what? Egyptian. And a lot of the stuff, a lot of the animations, the guy from The Mummy is the guy that does his voice. Not The Mummy, the other guy.
Imhotep.
No, not Imhotep.
No, the head of the security dude.
The guy that's head of making sure that nobody goes into the tombs.
Okay.
The male gigolo.
Yeah,
From Douchebag, him.
Yeah.
He's the one that usually voices him in everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that guy's an Egyptian. So I'm like, all right. Yo, the moment I knew, I was like, all right, let's see this trailer. That gentleman right there.
Yes.
That gentleman right there. Okay. So the moment I saw the trailer, I was like, I can't wait to hear this accent. They did what they did with Halle Berry with their very first movie. Said, the accent sucks. Drop it. You suck at this. But they didn't even try. And I was like, and this is the kind of movie we're gonna have. Once I saw it, I was like, it's all going downhill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're talking about this project you love and you wanted to do it for 10 years, you should have got a dialect coach somewhere, bro.
Or
look, Ryan was trying to get Deadpool done for like 11 years. And when he got it done,
he was Deadpool.
Deadpool was Canadian. He got it done. It was R-rated. You know what I'm saying? The shit was in PG-13, and he was like, fuck, I'm screwed. He goes, no. I'm doing all kinds of wild shit in this movie.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah. And the crazy shit is like I didn't know much about Black Adam. I just knew what I saw in the cartoon movies he was in and all that. And I watched this trailer and I was like, this don't seem like no Black Adam I know. You know what I'm saying? Like I know he's a villain / anti-hero that does what he needs to do for the betterment of himself. But this looked like if they were trying to fucking rehabilitate him. And this is where I was like, the origin of Black Adam don't work this way. Because we'll get it. All right, so before we do that, who are the other people in this trailer? We had Hawk.
Yeah,
So Adam Smasher.
Hawkman, Adam Smasher, Cyclone, who the fuck that is. And of course, James Bond is Dr. Fate, which is fucking perfect casting. Damn, that's dope. By the way, he has an accent.
Yo, for anybody who wants to know, Dr. Fate is the Doctor Strange of DC.
But a lot more powerful.
Yeah.
He essentially wears a god armor around him. Like that helmet is a god, essentially.
Right. It speaks to him, right? The helmet.
What they did was they said, hey, what if we took Doctor Strange and the Green Lanterns and merged it together? Where this helmet is going to look for whoever the fuck can wield it whenever the last dude is done.
Hey, that's how a legacy goes.
Kent is usually Zatanna's father. Is one of those three that usually, because they're practitioners of magic, and because Kent is the one that found it. But everybody else is because they're practitioners of magic, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so real quick before we get into the origin of Black Adam, for people who don't know Black Adam, and this is why I'm like, where is Shazam here? Because Shazam and Black Adam are basically the champions that, Captain Marvel and Black Adam are the champions that Shazam, the wizard, chose to defend them at some times. The difference between the two of them is that Shazam, Captain Marvel has the power of the Greek gods, which the first letter of each one of their names he gets the power from spells out Shazam. Black Adam gets power from Egyptian gods that have the same letters as the first names and gives them similar powers, and that also spells out Shazam, and that's why they have the call out to Shazam to get the powers. They both do it. It's just Black Adam never turns it off. that was a little fun fact I've heard. I got the gods up if you want. I'm gonna butcher the shit out of these names.
I also have a list of the god names, and I was like, oh shit.
No, yeah, but so
trying to read them, I was like, this is what show must feel like.
yeah.
In life.
Yeah. So Captain Marvel, he gets the S is from Solomon, and he gets his wisdom from Solomon. And then he gets the H is the strength from Hercules. The A is the stamina of Atlas. The Z is the power of Zeus, where he's controlling lightning and all that. A is for courage of Achilles. And the M is for the speed of Mercury. These are like Greek mythology gods and warriors.
He's the Justice League.
Yes, pretty much. Pretty much.
So if anybody, just to explain that a little bit, if anybody doesn't know, Mercury's or Hermes is the god of, well, he's the messenger of the gods.
Yeah.
He's a messenger fast.
Yeah, he's the fastest god they have. Hercules, everybody knows Hercules. Solomon was the wisest kingdom, the wisest king in Greece.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody used to bring their problems to him because he always found a fair and legit solution to almost every problem. That's why he's wisdom.
And Achilles was one of the greatest.
Achilles is one of the greatest
warriors.
Yeah, whole body dipped into the river Styx, except for his ankles where he was being held.
Yeah,
and that's what killed him, and that's why for us the Achilles tendon is named that.
Yeah, and then
am I missing somebody.
Atlas.
Atlas. Atlas was the one who had he held the world's problems on his back, on his own, and he burdened that entire weight of the world.
Yeah, and that's why he has the stamina of Atlas.
Absolutely.
And so the Egyptian gods, forgive me for the mispronunciation. You have Shu, Shu, who grants him the incredible stamina and vulnerability. Then Huru, who grants him the unmatched super speed. Amon, who grants him tremendous physical strength. Zahathi, which is wisdom and knowledge. Who? Zahuthi? Zahuthi. Atone, whose gift is he gives him the power of lightning. And Manthu, which gives Black Adam his unshakable courage. And all those letters are the same as the other gods, and that's why you call out to Shazam.
Now, I encourage everybody to look up the Egyptian gods also on their own, because I have a slightly different list, and that's because the writer who originally made Black Adam was a little bit wonky on the Egyptian gods he picked.
Okay.
Because he wasn't in the Egyptian origin as far as I'm aware. So although it is accurate, there might be multiple Egyptian gods who do the same thing, and depending on what list they switch out the names, but it's the same shit.
So I don't know if this is the same origin you know, Lay, but the origin for Black Adam that I found was that there was a kid and his uncle, the uncle's brother and mother-in-law, the kid's father and mother, were like tortured and killed by these people, and Shazam wanted to pick the kid as a champion to defend that area because it was being overrun, and the uncle was like, we need to put these niggas to justice, we got to kill them, and the son's like, no, the way that the God taught us to forgive, we can teach them to take all this hate out of their heart and all that. And that's why Shazam picked the kid. And when the kid said Shazam, right when he was saying that, the uncle grabbed his face and broke his neck and took the power of the Black Adam with the lightning for himself to rid the world. Yeah, to rid the world of all those people who rule because they were letting people like this go unjust. And that's why he wanted to kill Captain Marvel, because that's the only other person that can stop him from destroying all those people that are ruling the world or that are doing this unjust shit.
That's gotta be the New 52 origin.
That is a New 52 origin.
Because the origin I know vastly different than that.
Yeah. That's the New 52 one.
Okay, that's still I've heard that in multiple cases. I was like, all right, maybe this is it. And the origin of him coming back to life was they found his tomb and they mistakenly said the word Shazam and the lightning hit him and he came back to life.
That is again New 52 ish, because what I have, I guess what I have is the original origin, which might
Okay.
line up a little bit better with probably what they're trying to do with the movie. I would say.
Okay.
That is-
So what's the origin you got?
So I have like the legit in 1945. They were doing a new book. So in 1940s, Captain Marvel was the biggest selling character in comics, more than Superman, more than anything Timely Comics, which is Marvel, was ever doing, more than Cap. So they did a secondary book, and they needed a new villain. So they came up with, like everybody does, the exact opposite of the hero.
Mhm.
But the Wizard legit picked what the fuck is his name? Tet Adam from 5,000 years ago in Egypt. Legitimately picked him because he had a pure soul. Made him Shazam, or made him what we now know would
Black
be Black
Adam.
Adam, but Shazam.
Yeah.
He, what do you call? He thought the right thing to do was to kill the pharaoh at the time, so he snapped his neck, and then went mad with power. And he never changed, never said Shazam to change back, and just wanted more power. So the Wizard flung him to the ends of the fucking universe, and it took him 5,000 years to get back. And when he got back, he saw Billy Batson, and was like, he was infuriated because somebody else had became Shazam,
Mhm.
and it tricked him into saying Shazam, and 5,000 years caught up with him, and he turned into dust.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
funny
when they,
because- No, yeah, sorry.
when so in the original version, when they brought him back, they changed it up a little bit, and this archaeologist was with Billy Batson's family on a dig, and he found an amulet that turned him into Black Adam. And the architect, not the architect, the
The scientist.
archaeologist,
Yeah.
killed Billy Batson's family, thus setting off the rivalry between Black Adam and Shazam. And then this is the part that I like the best. Black Adam actually stood trial, a mythical trial, and won in an actual courtroom, and successfully defended himself in saying that Temet Adam is different. So the actual Egyptian guy is different from the archaeologist, and that it was the archaeologist who was in control of the body and doing all that thing, and that Adam was successfully able to dispel him from his mind, convinced a jury in 2 different trials that he was innocent. He actually started saving people. He joined the Justice Society of America, and anytime he went a little too far, did something bad, he blamed it on the other guy inside his head popping up every now and again. And
That's
then
the moonlight for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Then there's a little bit of dark period where in the early 2000s, Black Adam went fucking vicious. They just made him vicious, and he literally was killing people. And I don't know the the female member of the Teen Titans, but he punched a hole straight through her. And they were like, "Nah, this dude's a fucking bad guy."
Listen,
And that
good
led
call,
into-
guys. Good call.
Yeah,
Good call.
that was the last thing they did before, or that's where he was in the DC universe before they did the whole New 52 thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where the whole anti-hero, good guy, bad guy thing comes in. Is he was able to convince 2 different juries that the Egyptian Temet was actually good, and that the other guy was fucking things up.
Okay.
And he legit did good work. He did work with the Justice Society, and he was a hero.
He pulled his
So-
best Matt Murdock.
Yeah.
So we're gonna miss that whole part of Black Adam, and he's gonna jump straight into the Justice Society of America.
So what it looks like in the trailer, it looks like Dr. Fate has a reason that he needs to Met specifically. So they're gonna find him and give him the choice. And what does a man who was entombed and betrayed and all that do? He's not gonna be betrayed again.
Yeah.
So if you want him to do something, he's gonna do it in a way that'll guarantee his success. And realistically speaking, if you're gonna walk into a situation where they're gonna I need you to do X, killing everybody in there is probably the best way to make sure you get out. Like,
Nah, I hear you.
but there's a dichotomy that doesn't get talked about enough with why Shazam and Black Adam are really good pairing. Is one, originally, the Wizard picked a man, a full-grown man, and gave him absolute power. And as we know, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah.
And it corrupted Black Adam.
Mhm.
So his second choice was a child who will then learn what the value of the power is and grow into an adult that won't be corrupted because he would have learned how to harness this.
Mhm.
That's a thing that nobody, from what I've seen, nobody really gets into with that. Is how
Yeah.
is why Billy Batson's a kid, but Temet's not.
Shit. I mean, your origin, I could see why Shazam's not in the movie, but also it's like I know Black Adam to be Shazam's fucking counterpart or his evil villain or whatever the fuck. That's the guy. His antagonist. Yeah. That's the guy. It's like where is Shazam? Is he like you think he's gonna show up at the end?
I don't think you have to. I don't think you have to show them together in this movie at all.
Yeah.
Because again, this is, from what I'm reading, this isn't Temet woke up and went, "There's another Shazam. I could be the only one." This reads like Dr. Fate is like, we need him for something. And if Dr. Fate is gonna grab a couple other heroes and try to get you, this is sans the knowledge of Billy Batson, who's in Coast City or whatever the fuck, wherever, Central City, wherever he is, Fawcett City, or this is outside of his realm of knowledge. Because where they left him off in the movie is just him and his family on his own. They showed Superman, but again, this is going to be outside of the Justice League purview as well, since this is the Justice Society.
Yeah. Which makes no sense for the Suicide Squad. If you make the Suicide Squad to kill the Justice League, but then there's the Justice Society, like why wouldn't you depend on these people to save the Justice League?
But Amanda Waller is smart, but again, you can't know everything.
So she doesn't know there's a giant man running around the town and a guy made of magic throwing people to the other states.
So Hawkman is from another planet. So him being in and out, maybe you know, maybe you don't. Maybe he's here for something else. Maybe
I thought Hawkman was a god also.
I don't know them to be gods. He's more like Hancock. You know that movie with Will Smith? They're more like that, where they're just like heroic super beings. I don't know if he's like an actual god. But so Hawkman different planet. Maybe she knows, maybe she don't. Dr. Fate's magic. There's no way you know about him unless he wants you to. Atom Smasher, this could just be the first time he shows up. He hasn't shown up before. He's been kept in the wings training, or nobody knew about him until now. And I forgive me, I don't know who the other person is, the female.
Cyclone.
Yeah, I don't know who
No
Cyclone.
idea who the fuck that is.
I don't know if she's like Ratcatcher, made up for this movie, or if she's just one of the DC heroes I've never fucking heard of. But
Yeah,
Probably.
I'm over here like Cyclone. Never heard of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
Better.
So, is this movie in continuity with the the DCEU?
a better question to ask is there a continuity in the DCEU?
Yeah.
I think at this point they're just making movies and just
We said it before. They're just throwing stuff on the wall, see what sticks. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie to you. This doesn't look like. I mean, people are gonna go watch it because they're rock fans. You know what I mean? And it's a superhero movie, and some Black Adam fans are gonna get sucked into it. But I'm also like, I don't know, man, the trailer got me on some. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. There was some vibes. It's like I don't know, because like you made the mention to, like you see The Rock, you don't see Black Adam.
yeah.
I mean, shit. You could have easily had even just important. I would have took that.
If you would have what?
It's like one feature of Black Adam. He has like almost 14 years.
Yeah.
I would have took that. Like, you know what? If you can't do the accent, at least give me that.
No, I hear you. Yeah.
Yo,
And it's nitpicking, but it is a part of the character. It's one of like a feature of the character.
you know they could have done this thing where, see, this is maybe they didn't want to do this. Maybe it's too expensive. Maybe it didn't occur to them. But you could have done this thing where if The Rock can't do an accent, but you want to make it authentic, have The Rock say his lines, hire another dude with an accent to say his lines, overlay the two voices,
Mhm.
and come up with a nice mix.
Absolutely.
Darth Vader, it's not James Earl Jones in the fucking suit.
Yeah.
Like the Mandalorian, it's not Pedro Pascal always in that suit.
Sure. That's like
You hired
95% stuntman.
You hired The Rock to look like Black Adam. You can do some shit to make him then sound also like Black Adam. Because this is the funny thing. When The Rock's on screen, I'm like, I can skip this. But when Dr. Fate is talking, I'm like, yo, I want to see Dr. Fate do some shit.
Yep.
Because that wasn't Pierce Brosnan to me. That felt like Dr. Fate.
Absolutely.
Hawkman, even though they did the whole race change, he still felt like Hawkman. Atom Smasher felt like Atom Smasher. And I know Aldous Hodge. I watched him on Leverage. That's who Hawkman is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I've seen him do other shit. I like his work. But it didn't seem like they had Aldous Hodge put on a costume. It is Hawkman was there.
Mhm.
So it's a weird thing. It's like I want to see. I wouldn't mind seeing the movie to see these characters on screen. But then again, you're gonna have, it's like standing in line with Ninja Turtles, and you're like, oh, these people dressed up, cool. And then Chris Evans shows up, and you're like, oh, but that's Chris.
Absolutely. You have nothing to do with this, but you're you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just like, so we're not gonna even give the accent a try. All right. All right. Go. What? Go fuck ourselves with the origin. Authentic, respecting your origins, respecting representation, and go fuck yourself.
Word. And that, especially right after they had the representation for Moon Knight.
Yeah.
It was almost like DC knew what they were doing. I mean, Marvel knew what they were doing. Like, oh, you're gonna throw out Black Adam? He's an Egyptian superhero. Well, here goes some Egyptian superheroes for you right before The Rock plays one. You know?
Yo, it's just weird because The Rock calls himself an actor. Like, okay, your charisma though is not what Black Adam. You don't need that for Black Adam.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yes, we keep bringing up, if you want to see The Rock do a good acting job, watch Faster. But what's the one thing he didn't do in Faster?
Talk.
He didn't speak. So it's a little bit it's a little bit of a misnomer to turn around and be like, oh no, The Rock can act. Watch this movie where he barely says anything. And then tell me he could play different characters.
You know what it is? Because I think The Rock, it's like Zoolander, where The Rock's one emotion is stoic. Whereas like be angry, I'm stoic. Be funny, I'm stoic. Be quiet, I'm stoic. You know what I'm saying? Like because a lot of the shit that I seen from the trailer when he caught that the missile, he's looking at it and you can still see that he's like stoic. He's trying to stand there like I'm the most powerful human being. What the fuck is this? And it's The Rock looking at something. Like I don't know if you noticed it. To me, it was like The Rock is trying to be confused of what the fuck he's holding.
Mhm.
You know?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yo,
It's
that
just,
scene.
it's always The Rock as somebody. It's not him embodying the character at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It what do you call it? That scene encapsulates what Lay's been saying perfectly. Because right before he catches that missile, we have two Egyptian characters sitting there speaking,
Mm-hmm.
and then we cut like it's weird. And the only reason why I say it's weird is because if you watch the Mission Impossible movies, we all know, yeah, it's Tom Cruise, but that's Ethan fucking Hunt on
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
If you watch Top Gun, that was Maverick.
Yeah.
That wasn't Tom Cruise doing stupid shit. That was fucking Maverick.
I completely agree. Completely agree.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I get it. So what if they turn around and go, we know everybody's gonna hate on The Rock because of the accent. If in the movie, Dr. Fate, that's his name, right? Dr. Fate?
Yeah.
They resurrect him and he comes out speaking pure Egyptian. Like he does, like no one understands what he's saying. Dr. Fate does, but no one understands what he's saying. He doesn't understand what they're saying, and he casts a spell. It's like we can now understand what he's saying, and that's the Rock's voice is what comes out when he speaks. It's almost like an interpretation spell or
You know what?
a translation spell.
If they do that, I'll be all right with it.
That's a good loophole.
Yeah, because then we're not hearing the actual voice. We're just hearing Siri say whatever he typed. So if they do that, fine. I'll give them the pass on that. Now, let's see if they have the foresight for that.
Yeah, sure.
It's the Rock production company. That's not happening.
Because what they can also do is he could just come out and go Lulu Dallas multipass, and they could just give him YouTube, and that's how he learns to speak.
Yeah, he would just watch his YouTube really fucking fast. Like,
But then he'll do
All
the
right.
old time and realize everybody needs to die.
yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He'll do the old time.
Yo, now that I say that,
He watches Jackass 1. He's like, no, y'all motherfuckers gotta go.
now that I say
You
that,
watch one TikTok video. I don't know about the
It's over.
yo,
Uh,
I want
We failed.
that scene. I want The Rock to see. I keep saying The Rock, and not Black. I want Black Adam to watch all of YouTube and TikTok, and that's how he learns to speak. And at the climax, he takes what he learns and he kicks open the door and just goes, "Surprise, motherfucker!"
Hey, yo, and then he just finds a horse and he just starts riding. I want to take my horse to the old town road. I'm going to ride till I can't no more. That would be hilarious. But then again, that's not Black Adam. You know what I'm saying? This is The Rock's movie.
Yo, for a company who's done dark movies and wasn't afraid to have Superman be Batman and Batman be Batman and the Flash be Batman and everybody be Batman.
Yeah.
It's weird that they picked this character to try to do the fucking Marvel haha funny.
Yeah. I don't get it either. I don't get it. I don't appreciate it.
that one scene where Hawkman's like, "Yo, we don't kill people," and he goes, "But I do." They didn't hit. I don't. At least not for me. They didn't hit the way it felt. Like that should have been like, "Yo, yeah, no, Black Adam fucks motherfuckers up." But
Absolutely.
I didn't feel anything from that.
Me either. Actually, I was actually like, I wish I wouldn't have watched that.
Yeah.
I
You
really
think
was
maybe
like,
you think maybe it was the words that he did? Because I think if The Rock would have been when he goes, "We don't kill people," and The Rock would have been like, "You don't kill people," instead of but yeah, but I do, because that yeah, but I do is kind of like a rockish line.
yeah. Once again, that carries more weight with the accent. For some reason, when an Egyptian person speaks in English, but with their accent, it's more threatening. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And especially somebody that's supposed to be that big, that powerful. You know what I mean? Pretty essentially an Egyptian god telling you, "I'm gonna murder you." It's like the like in Khonshu, when Khonshu's talking about, it's my fist of justice, my moon knight. That means something.
Yeah.
Because Khonshu is saying it. Khonshu has the accent. Khonshu's doing it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Shit, Isaac Osgood was pulling off 3 accents at once. He did the British shit, which got annoying for a while. Then he did a little Italian thing, which we all heard.
Yes.
He said, "What are you doing here? You don't belong here." I'm like, wait, I know that's a Chicago accent. I know what he's doing there. I know who that is.
You
But
see,
know
you
what
see
I'm
the
saying?
blood, right? You see the blood,
Yeah.
right?
And then he was just purely American. So you're like, you're getting that. And all I'm asking you to do is, if you love this character as much as you say you do, right? And you say you love this character, why are you not putting forth the effort for that? You know what I mean?
Word.
Only you love the character.
Word. And speaking
No,
of show,
you're worth $800 million. Show it to me.
yeah. And speaking of show, welcome to the show. Show, what's going on?
Shogun of Harlem. What's going on, guys?
We just got copyrighted.
Nah.
Yo, yesterday when Show made his entrance on the Raw Watch Along, 10 seconds of Happy Corbin's song got the whole thing demonetized.
It's not
And it
even
literally-
10 seconds.
It
of
literally
a song.
said from like 2 hours and 16 minutes and 44 seconds to 2 hours, 16 minutes and 55 seconds was Happy Corbin playing. 10 seconds, literally. 11 seconds. Copyright.
Yo, Lay, it wasn't the song. In my defense, it was a cash register sound.
It was the beginning of Happy Corbin's
I
song.
did
with the-
not-
It has a slot machine
Yeah,
sound.
just
Yeah.
the slot machine.
Yeah,
I
okay.
thought I was gonna be able to get away with it, thinking it was a regular cash machine. But they gonna realize it's my cash machine. Don't play me. They got
The
me.
problem.
Yeah.
Yo, it's like if you playing the Shane McMahon thing, and you only play that like when it does the money sound. Same
Yeah.
thing, the cash, like the register thing, right away. It's like the glass breaking with Stone Cold. Everybody knows that sound.
That's crazy.
Although you hear the Rock drum, the doom doom doom. Ironically, the Rock, or the Hogan guitar riff, or the Macho Man graduation song that everybody uses, but somehow you can demonetize because that shit gets played.
That shit shouldn't get demonetized. That's a public domain song, Pomp and Circumstance. Like,
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? It's one of those things where they know, especially in a wrestling show, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Raw's on, it's the same time frame, you know what I mean? But the way I see it, I kind of, no lie to you, in a sense to me, like it don't make sense because you're putting the product out there more and you're watching the product, speaking about their product and putting the product there more. I'd be like, that's free advertisement. What the fuck are we doing? I would never do that. Like, it's free advertisement for me. Now, if you're using it in a sense of, you know what I mean, you're trying to sell something and using that to sell it for yourself, that's different. But
yeah,
I'm gonna say somebody hears that Happy Corbin song and they like it. They're gonna go download it. Some people are stupid like that. They'll download it on Apple. Idiots, or whatever. Somebody will like watch it, like, yo, actually, let me see what this Happy Corbin's about. That's another viewer. But that's just me. I don't know. I could be wrong. But good job, show.
Word.
Bro.
Fucking up, everybody.
Right. So
Listen.
you beard and you lose all your senses. Good job.
Listen, I
Yep.
do apologize.
You had
I
one
try to
job.
keep it. That was 1 second. I counted it. Shogun of Harlem. 3 words.
Let's see.
Yo,
That's when I went to the BK Comic Con and there was a dude dressed as Shogun really well, by the way. He killed
Yo.
it.
there was somebody dressed as Shogun at the regular Comic Con. It was fucking awesome too.
It's probably the same guy.
Yeah, probably.
Probably the same dude. Yeah. Converse and everything, bro.
Yo,
So,
to go over what you just said, I know very well how much 1 second can disappoint people.
Yeah.
So
That's good. That's really good. That's good. It's good. It's good. Oh man. But yeah,
oh shit.
Yeah,
Wait a
man, I
minute.
mean,
Toes
you know, this movie's
investigating. I
gonna-
see it.
I feel like this movie's gonna. I don't know, man. And it's funny because it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out around Halloween time. You know.
Was
That's
it this
the
guy?
That's
Same
the
guy?
Yep. Same
Yeah.
guy.
Yep.
Same guy. Yep.
Just
was
walking
realizing,
around.
yo, this showing up is man Brolix.
Yeah.
Is he
yeah.
charged?
He's
Is he
going to the
charged?
weight
No,
room.
he just walked around. And I went up to funny enough, right after I took the picture with Ty Mack, fucking Bruce Leroy show, if you don't know.
What?
I saw him walking around. I was like, yo, I need to take a picture with Shona. You know what I'm saying? You just walk around and ask people. People are cool like that in Comic-Con. Like when we dressed up as the lanterns, people came up to us and took pictures with us.
yo, that was the weirdest shit to have some guy be like, yo, can I take a picture of your costume? I was like,
Hell
"Yeah."
nah.
Yeah, he was like Irish or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, some sort of European.
Yeah, he came from another country. He's like, yo, this is the best Green Lantern suit I've ever seen. And he took pictures with us.
To be fair, I think we were the only lanterns of any kind.
That's
that I
true.
saw.
That's
So-
true. But the blue
You're
lanterns
the best by
disappointed.
default. What?
Yes.
Don't say that to me.
The blue lanterns disappointed me because some dude walked up to me and went like this, like the fist pump. So I fist pumped him. He goes, "No, man, I'm showing you my ring." I said, "Nigga, that's not how you show somebody your fucking ring. You don't just walk up to them and put a fist out,
Yeah.
like asshole,
Keep that
Like-
in mind. If you want to show a ring, you don't fist people.
You fucking cocksucker. You get fists back." But speaking of fists, show. Have you seen episode 1 of Miss Marvel?
I actually have.
What do you think of it?
Dope. I personally enjoyed it. It did give me the vibe of that channel that is for teens. I don't know what the name of that. I don't know if it's Teen Titans or it's on that channel where you see Futurama, you see all those cartoons that are for like 13
Cartoon
year old.
Network?
Nah.
Wait, are you talking
it's
about
a-
freeform?
you said free porn? Nah.
Freeform.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yo, I heard
never
you
heard of
through
that.
my headphones. That's how loud he fucking
He
said.
said, you motherfucker. Nah. Anyways, it's like a teenage channel. That's what it gave me. Where Hannah Montana and all of those be in.
Nickelodeon?
Yeah, let's say Nickelodeon.
Nicaraguan. Let's say Nicaraguan.
Let's say Nigeria. Let's say Nigeria.
Oh.
Like straight garbage.
But yeah, it gave me come on, it gave me vibes of that. Like, but it was cool though. Towards the end, I started getting into it. She started getting her powers. It started losing the teenage ish. But I see it in like, I can see her joining powers with Spider-Man, maybe. Teenage Spider-Man.
Jordan
Maybe.
Powers with Spider-Man?
No, not Jordan Powers. Little. Isn't she a superhero too? Little Miss Marvel?
Yo, for everybody, show just got here, but we can tell he's half asleep. So okay, good night, show.
Bro, who are we talking about here?
Miss Marvel, the
The
Pakistani
little
girl.
cartoon, the little girl,
Yes.
Miss Khan. Are we
yeah,
good?
Kamala Khan. She
Kamala
is not
Khan.
a cartoon.
I didn't say she's a cartoon. I said she's a teen. It's like a teenage vibe. It's not a.
She's a teenager.
That will conclude
And
this
the
evening's
show has
entertainment.
been showanized.
Oh
Gosh
man.
darn it! I was trying to be normal. Why you gotta start asking questions? You know what I mean. This is a show.
No.
Not for my
This is-
5-year-old,
this
my
is-
10-year-old, my
Yo,
13-year-old.
yeah.
We're asking the questions because we don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, show. All we want is
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Sometimes
all right.
I do know
shit.
Spanish too.
All right. Well, I hope it's better than your English. But anyway, you like this? Do you like the episode?
¿No entiende español?
See.
See,
That's the only word you know.
No, my man.
Punto.
Ahí se jodió.
Yo, you're so good into the Spanish.
Se jodió ahí. No se acabó.
Yo, go ahead,
you just turn
Cat.
around, yo, you know other words in Spanish besides no? Of course I do.
With the Spanish
105.9.
intonation. Yo, hey, ¿qué? Like he's about to say something. Yo, that was
Hey,
That was
still sound better
perfect.
than the.
This is true. This is true.
I'm gonna say,
Hey, unlike
Cállate.
his lack of accent, there's an actual reason why New York born Puerto Ricans don't speak Spanish. So
That's right, motherfucker. Anyway, so let's show. Let's do
It
this
was
for
a
real.
dope. Go ahead. For real. It was a dope. I enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't like is I don't see. Well, it's only one episode, but I don't see how this is gonna lead anywhere into the Avengers, which is where I'm interested. Like, where are we bringing it? Where are we? Where is it coming from the right? Where Hulk comes in at the end and surprises everybody. Don't mind me. That's how my brain is thinking. Like, how are they gonna involve this in everything?
You bring in the Hulk and
No.
not
I was
Captain
just giving an
Marvel,
example.
All right.
who
Example.
she's
Okay. Bad example that he threw. He threw a bad.
Didn't Hulk come out and somebody as
Sure, I'm trying to help you. Sure.
go ahead.
Let me help.
My
Bad
apologies.
character. Like this is character. Like these two are not going to interact anytime soon. But into the grand scheme of things, I get where he's coming from. Like from that first episode, he doesn't see how it leads to the grander scheme of the Marvel universe. Even though there's a Captain Marvel, there's Ms. Marvel. If you see the connection there,
yeah.
the fucking connection. Anyway, so
Damn.
you know what I mean. But after watching Moon Knight, you can completely get where he's coming from because Moon Knight doesn't connect to shit.
And
They
doesn't
mention
need to.
stuff, but he
Yeah.
doesn't connect to nobody. Moon Knight is like in his pocket world of fuck Marvel and all the other shit. Like, oh, you know about Bass and about this shit, but I'm here. Like,
Yo.
Mama's titties is in there. I'm a fucking box, you know. So I get where he's coming
Word. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think that's what Marvel has to start doing is just tell stories.
Yeah.
And then when the Avengers show up and this dude shows up, we know him. Like, oh shit, Moon Knight's here. Cool.
That's
we know him.
that's what they did. The first 10 movies had nothing to do with all the other ones. It's the little scene at the end that drew them in
Yes.
together.
That's
Whatever,
you
whatever I've been
understand.
saying from what do you call it, Infinity and Endgame on.
True.
What I've been saying. Everybody's gonna like show expecting everything to tie in all at once, all
Absolutely,
together.
Absolutely. And that's the thing is when the great thing about the show is when you have that on the format, you can build a character so well that that character doesn't have to fit in until that character has to fit in. Right now, we're just going on a journey with the character. Like right now, Moon Knight cannot meet another fucking individual, and I got no problem with that. Moon Knight cannot meet anybody. And don't get me wrong, I would love the Midnight Suns, but I'm so interested in just seeing Jake now. And I just want to see Jake right. I want to see Jake interact with everybody else. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. You give me that one thing with the character. It could happen with Ms. Marvel. Even though, you know, they're going to connect her quickly because she's in the other movie. You know, but if you would just give me Ms. Marvel and enemies and then go on from there to season 2 where then she would connect, great. But after Moon Knight, I want more character to come out.
Oh yeah,
It's
definitely.
exactly like Daredevil. You know what I mean? I got so much character development from him and Fisk.
Yeah.
And Foggy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't really care about Karen.
Yeah.
Not even the arc in season 2 with the Punisher. I was like, whatever, you know. Because I've read about it in the comics, and even then I was like, I could care less about you. But when I get that much of a character and I get to understand the character more, I don't necessarily need him to connect to nobody. You know what I mean? If season 2 of Moon Knight is just him, is just them dealing with Jake, beautiful. And then at the end, he meets like one Midnight Sun. Fantastic. You know what I mean? But you gave me a very interesting character. Right now, Ms. Marvel is really interesting because the girl has all that charisma and all that life.
Yes.
I got no problem just it being about her. So, like Cap said, it's perfect. Build the characters out, and then whenever they need to, when you need them to meet somebody else, like let's say Ms. Marvel meets part of the Young Avengers, then have her meet Kate. You know what I mean? She comes to New York one day and bumps into Kate while she's doing her Hawkeye shit. Cool. Win it. But for now, let me find out about Kamala Khan all day right now. You know, that's all I care about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't force the issue. You did that with one end. Now let's switch the lane because you have this other avenue to do it in. It's a lot easier.
Yeah. And
So
also,
but then he had to force it at the end with him meeting these people. Like, had that happened part 2, Shang-Chi, that would have been perfect.
yeah.
Remember, Captain America part 2, Black Widow's in it, Big Fury's in it, but it's still about Cap and Bucky. Hydra's in it, but the major players are Cap and Bucky. You know what I mean? Everything else is around 2 central characters. You know what I mean? But you can do that.
Yeah. And I think the most important arc in that show has to be with her and her parents.
Absolutely. And like you guys said, those bracelets.
Ooh.
What exactly in their families have to do? How long in the lineage is it for? Did somebody find it? Has somebody used it before? See what I'm saying? But this is her character still. This is not Marvel. And let's say if they say like somebody like Warlock gave it to her, right? Like gave it to her family members years ago, thousands of years ago, right? Because they have those bracelets of power, if anybody knows. And let's say if he does it, but that thing is Warlock is gone from that. Now it's just about her family. You get the Warlock nugget, but when you get back to it, it's like it's been passed down to her family. So they've been doing good with it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And this could also be a way to turn to connect the Eternals.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's leave that piece of shit alone until somebody finds a way to connect it properly. You know what sucks? The woman that directed it is a great director.
Yeah.
He really is. I just don't know what happened.
Outside of it being a Marvel movie, it was a good movie.
I want to agree with you.
Listen, take out the parts where they talk about Thanos, and this is supposed to connect in the Marvel universe, and watch it again, and it's like this is an okay movie.
See, I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna do what Cap did with No Way Home. I'm so personally into it because the Jack Kirby Eternals, and I know the story that I can't separate it.
No, I
like
completely
somebody
understand
went in there and said, Jack Kirby, fuck your creative mind. I'm gonna do my thing. He goes, no. The problem is you can't do that with this property. This is Jack Kirby's New Gods in Marvel. You can't do that. Certain things you can take liberty with. Don't do this. You know, Jack Kirby. This was like, I wasn't able to finish in DC, but I can do it here in Marvel. And somebody goes, fuck you, Jack. Like, no, that's fucked up, man. You don't do that. You know? But I get what you're saying. Like, if you look at it from the outside, it could possibly be a good Justice League, not Justice League movie.
No, yeah, that was the best Justice League movie we got,
and it was short.
Oh yeah, we didn't need 17 hours to fucking get a Justice League movie.
Yo, 4-hour Justice League movie or 4-hour Lord of the Rings movie? Which one are you watching?
Lord of the Rings, because that makes sense.
Yeah,
if you've seen a fucking Lord of the Rings book, that got to be 4 hours.
Yeah.
I see a Justice League graphic novel. I'm like, this shit is an hour and a half at least. You know what I'm saying?
If we're lucky.
Yeah.
Yo, 2 things, Lay. Thank you for putting it into perspective for me.
Gotcha, man. No problem. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
Now I
completely
understand. Go into it not thinking tying in. Go into it learning the new characters that might someday. You never know. What if this girl
And-
comes out? You know who the hell
But
she is because you watched her.
but there are some Easter eggs though that you can catch, like where they had the where they had the Avenger Con was at the base from Captain America 1, like
Cap,
Cap
yeah,
pointed out.
Camp Lehigh.
I didn't notice. Damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah, I noticed that.
Right.
there are some nuggets that you like hold, you keep your eyes open, but
And-
don't expect them.
Y'all gonna give me the
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 money.
funny thing is, with like the one thing Miss Marvel is an Inhuman, and that's we figured since you fucked it up that you fucked that up every 7 ways to Sunday. You fucked that up, and then even fucked it up in madness when Reed Richards is the dumbest, smartest motherfucker I know. You see Rosé Blues, you know what I'm talking about. He's the dumbest, smart kid I know. You know what I mean? You could essentially fix it with her, but that shouldn't be something that's leave it on her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Find them in another reality, you know, multiverse of madness. Find them somewhere else, do an Elseworld story, and then maybe bring them in if you want, or just leave them in their own little thing. The Eternals, look at me. I'm hoping it was good. The Inhumans have interesting stories within themselves, so you don't even need to bring them in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could do that.
You know what's funny though? In the Miss Marvel comics, she gets hit with the Terrigen Mist because Black Bolt was trying to fuck up Thanos and had the bomb.
Mhm.
She is an Inhuman, but the Inhumans are, like I said, the Inhumans are over there.
Mhm.
It doesn't factor into her story of now she has to go through their whole societal protocol and all that shit. It just, she's like Quake in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yep.
Got hit with the mist, got some powers, now she's doing her own thing. Fuck what they're doing. And that's essentially all you need.
Yeah.
It's like, so to go with show here, we don't need her right now. We're trying to learn her. We don't need her to meet the Avengers. But the fact that their Avenger Con was in the same place Cap got his powers, we know she's in the same world.
Mm.
So we know she can meet him eventually down the road, but we don't need to see it right now.
I doubt it's in the same time frame, correct? It was different, same place, different time frames. So they're not gonna meet right after they got their power. It didn't take place back then, correct?
No,
All
Miss
right.
Marvel
No,
is more current.
All right.
Yeah.
Just make sure.
Yeah, Ms. Marvel is one of the newest characters they have out. You know what I mean? I would say she's not even 5, 10 years, not even 5, 6 years old. Like as a character?
I think 2014?
Yeah,
2014 she appeared, 2015.
Yeah,
Her first
like she's like relatively like in comic book here, she's a kid, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Like a baby.
and
Yeah.
for some reason, she hit the ground running and pretty
Absolutely.
much universally loved.
Absolutely.
It took a little bit for people to get behind Miles.
Yep.
It took a fucking retcon for people to get behind America Chavez.
Yep.
I still don't know if people like Ironheart,
Yeah.
Riri Wilson.
Yeah.
Like, I think the only other one that people gravitated to, like Kamala, is Robbie Reyes, the new Ghost Rider.
Or the new Ghost Rider, and the Moon Girl, a lot of people like too. The girl that has a big dinosaur. She's the smartest person in Marvel right now, apparently.
She's a little more obscure though. Like, I don't see.
Yeah, but I remember, I know the people that I've spoken to, they're like, yo, I like her. You know what I mean? Like you said, it's a little girl on a dinosaur. Who the fuck is not a fan of that?
Yeah.
It's funny. It's a weird combination, but it works. But no, I got to read. The first time I read her first comic, automatically I was like, oh, you know, it's funny. Usually not a fan of characters of this nature, but I love the character, man. I love.
Is it because she's more like what happened to her is more of like it can happen to anybody, and like she's just a normal person that got the Terrigen Mist, and now she's doing something, as
know
opposed
what
to
I-
like Miles Morales, where it's like his uncle's a thief and he used to be, this other crazy shit, and now a spider came on his thing, and it's like it's hard to believe
Hey,
that
a
You know,
spider
son,
came where?
it's ironic.
he took like a
Because-
spider hit into his bag and then bit his
Oh.
nephew.
It's ironic because Kamala Khan is kind of like the new age Peter Parker,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
the new age
Yeah,
Spider-Man
yeah. You're not
for,
talking
for her
English with me.
generation, which is
And
weird
it's
because
funny
we got
because-
Miles.
Yeah, it's funny because Miles, I don't think was that massive fan of Spider-Man, but Kamala's a massive fan of Ms. Marvel, right?
Yeah.
Huge fan of hers. And then she gets powers not like her, exactly like her hero, but she does want to go about doing the same thing when she realizes she has it. You know what I mean? So it's one of those ironic twists, but a very deserving ironic
Yeah.
You know what's funny is
twist. You know what I mean? And she's genuinely a good person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, when she first came out of the Terrigen Mist, or when she was in the rock form, she actually had visions of speaking with Cap, Iron Man, Captain Marvel, and all those. And when she came out,
Mhm.
she came out looking like Carol Danvers,
Yep.
but in the fucking black bikini shit,
Mhm.
like white skin, blue eye, blonde hair,
Mhm.
until she realized that she can, because her body, technically, they call it embiggening, but it's a little bit like Reed Richards. Her body
Yeah.
can deform
Yes.
into
Yeah.
technically a shape, different shapes. So that she realized she can herself.
Yeah.
So she has rigor mortis. What was that?
In beginning, where she can stretch her
Oh,
her,
yeah.
her limbs.
In bigginims?
In what?
I'm with you. I don't know where you got that from.
Oh, ooh, you be coming up,
You got
boy.
rigor mortis, bro.
Listen, I don't know what you said, but bravo, sir. Every
Okay, good night,
day is
Joe.
a new word. Every day is a new word. I appreciate it. What was it? Ambigamous?
Beginning.
Embiggenant. That has to be a segment in this show where you give me a word, this comes out embiggenous.
You know what,
Meaning-
show? You know what, show? You show up every week, and Cap will give you a fucking word.
Perfect. Meaning.
You know, yeah, it ain't gonna be no
Bing bong.
neither. All right.
No. It's never a bing bong.
Bing bong.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yes.
But continue. You know.
No, well,
My
you
apologies.
continue. What? Do
Oh.
you have anything more you want to say about the?
Yeah. I heard from something that Lay had said. I just got an idea. I don't know if it did happen. Since at the ending of Shang-Chi, like you said, Wu comes out, boom, boom. I haven't watched Doctor Strange, but when he got into problems, did he boom, boom go and get
No,
Shang-Chi? What's good?
no.
No?
No.
Why not? That shit would have been.
I don't
Listen.
think those problems can relate to.
Yeah.
No, just,
Yeah,
oh,
those
I-
problems.
he wouldn't be able to
There
watch
was,
out.
You know what it
there
was?
a little bit of bug change.
Yeah, yeah. Doctor Strange was sitting there going, "Yo, we need the Book of Rigor Mortis, and we need the Book of Fate, and we need this." But also to throw in a little waka here and there.
Nah, but he got rings.
Would get the.
Come on, he got
would
10
get the-
rings.
he got 10 rings, but
Yo.
them 10 rings don't do shit to the fucking death book of magic. The dark hold.
Can I just,
You know?
sure.
Oh, that's not my fault. Go ahead, sir.
Sure. If you ask me for help at like a pub quiz or something, I would come
Sure.
and help you. Hence Wong showing up at the end of Shang-Chi. But if I went to a trivia thing, I would never ask you to come with me. Hence Doctor Strange not calling Shang-Chi.
That's a perfect analogy of this whole thing. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Yo, if you ever get in a little like squabble at a fucking convention, listen, I know who I'm gonna call. I know who would know this. Show, what's the word? Incumbigus. I would never know. That would be. I understand. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's
There you
perfect. I appreciate
And-
it.
go. Speaking of Shang-Chi, did you guys see the extra scene in the end of the first episode of Ms. Marvel?
No, I didn't get a chance to do that. Now
Oh.
I saw it leaving. Like I saw it, then I went to work.
Oh, yeah. No, so after the credits, there was another scene of two cops, the cops FBI agents.
They're the officers for the damage control.
Oh, I love that thing, man. I wish that would have been it was supposed to be a comedy, and I wish they would have done it, man, because I love damage
The
control.
same guy who arrested Peter Parker in No Way Home.
Oh.
They walked up to him and was like, "Yo, we've never seen this before," and he was. It almost looked like he recognized what was going on, but he was like, "Oh, we need to go talk to her."
That's cool.
He's like, "There's a bunch of them beginnings coming around here. We gotta talk to her."
So, what are you guys are guessing is going on?
I can't. Here's the thing: I can't make a guess because I've watched other people with more knowledge than I have, and I'm just only inclined to agree with what they say because it makes fucking sense. And I didn't know about it from the comics, so I'll let you guys speculate.
Like I said, I don't have enough of that episode. I didn't get enough to be like, all right, they can go here or there. So I just want to see the second one. Usually by the second episode, you can start building stuff, unless it'll give you shit in the second episode. It's a filler, which would be ballsy. By the way, you're going to get one episode at least as a filler, but if the second episode is a filler, first of all, go fuck yourself. Second of all,
you need a t-shirt.
I'm just realizing how ballsy because the second episode should hook us. That's what both Hawkeye and Moon Knight did. Right away. That second episode, you're like, okay. But if you fuck around second episode and you give me that filler one, like the what if with Thor, I'm gonna go, why would you do this? No, go back. You were doing it good.
First of all, dot.
The other day I went back and watched that episode, that what if episode with Thor. I hate it even more now. Because that could have been the Gamora episode.
Yeah. That was a waste of an episode there.
Holy fuck balls. I watched it and I was like, so in order to make myself feel better, I went back with Hank Pym killing everybody.
Word.
Was that also the second episode of that?
No, that wasn't the second episode. I think that was like the third, if I'm mistaken.
Okay. I would expect the third. She just got her powers, so now I want to see her do something with it. Like practice and see how powerful she is, and then you can get the fully.
You always have to have a little training montage to make the world better. Especially with like a teenage movie. It's like Karate Kid. You have to train a little training montage.
Yeah. I want to see what happens with the mother because we left off with the mother being disappointed in her that she snuck out. Like, does the mother find out that she got the bracelet? Does she see that she's acting different now and she's trying to investigate what's going on here? Because the father's totally oblivious.
Oh,
you know
where did she get the bracelet from? My apologies.
The aunt sent it from Egypt.
Her
one of her mother's sister.
Okay, so what if the mother knows? Like,
Oh,
we're speculating that the mother knows about that bracelet.
Like the mother knows about everything. I'm Supergirl.
If you showed up about 2 hours ago, you would have heard both Cap and Joe say that.
Yeah.
Like if you watch the beginning of this episode, you would see them saying that.
Yeah.
I got you. I'm reading it on your face, Lay. The t-shirt. First of all.
Now get you keep pointing at a Ravens
go
jersey.
Fuck yourself. No, I'm just saying the t-shirt that we're gonna make. First of all, go fuck yourself. In the back.
You might want to leave with that because you just started pointing at a jersey.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're pointing at a jersey of a man that got away with double murder, the American dream.
My apologies. I said I could see the t-shirt now.
Yo, listen.
First of all, go fuck yourself.
the fact that I got away with double murder and he's a black man, it's amazing in this country.
Hey, OJ did
in a limo.
No comments.
During Super Bowl weekend. I'm sorry, I just gotta keep adding to it.
I hear you.
I'm sorry,
Yo, I just had an idea. You inspired me with an idea. What if the mom knows something about the bracelet?
Yo,
dude,
that would be crazy.
We just came up with like 5 minutes ago. If you would have rewind to the show, me and Lay were just speaking about it. He was telling me what a great idea I came up with.
Now, but I can see it now. The shirt says "in beginning" on it.
Right here. You can see the small right here. Right here.
Yeah.
Don't cancel me. It says "in beginning" here, and back here just says "bigger."
Misspelled with a question mark. Is it like this? Ambiguous. Yeah, that's a good one. Nice. But continue.
Okay, good night, Joe.
Why y'all always giving me the good night show? What did I do?
And we're trying to figure out what the fuck you're doing, but
So the transition. Sure. Did you see the trailer to Black Adam?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I actually went into trying to figure out who this Black Adam was to begin with. I didn't want to go see the movie.
All right.
No, I didn't want to. I didn't want to start. I didn't want to know him from The Rock. I wanted to know him from the comic. Let me speak English.
Okay,
I
so what did you
completely
find
understand
out
where he's coming from.
Okay.
I don't want to know The Rock's interpretation of him.
Correct.
I get it. Okay, I get it.
What was your next question, Cap? I didn't hear you.
Good. You just said that you went in to look into who he is.
Correct.
So what did you find?
So far, because I wasn't able to get much, I'm gonna like this character because he's one of us. He's a slave that escaped, and then got his powers.
you don't remember that happening to us, Lay?
Wait a minute.
No. I'm saying he's. What I was trying to say, he's black.
Hold
I'm
up.
gonna like. Oh my
Back
God.
the Underground Railroad up.
Oh, so we're not black?
Wait a minute. No, that's what I'm not saying. I'm saying at what point were you a slave?
Some of our ancestors had to be. Come on.
What happened to us?
Us black people, y'all gotta speak like that. Y'all don't speak like. I'm sorry, Cap. I don't mean Shazam. I'm sorry, not you.
Like he's not my brother.
Yeah, but you a little darker, so I know you get pulled over like I do. Stop playing. He doesn't. The cop goes to the window and walks off. My apologies, sir. I interrupted your day. I'm going back. Will you
amazing.
get out the car?
I'm over here.
Of course, but yeah. Lay's face said it all because I was sitting like, when the fuck were we enslaved, got our freedom and superpowers? I don't know him. Yeah, like I don't remember that happened to us.
I'm trying to go back to the Underground Railroad.
He said, Ooh, I never got whipped. I would have whooped Master's ass. Elbow.
Oh, man.
My
That will
apologies.
conclude this evening's entertainment.
Holy shit. All right, but again,
I haven't made that face in a while. I was like, wait,
what?
When the fuck did we get ice cream?
Exactly.
Damn. I thought we was gonna get the same feeling we got from Black Panther. Like we got another one.
But the funny is, we shouldn't.
He read it in the history books here. Right. Kenny's like, yo, we read this shit in the history books. Yo, continue. Right. Your apologies, but continue.
So I did not get any feeling like, oh, that's me up on the screen watching T'Challa. I'm sorry, but
people
remember
feel
from Spain, Conquistador.
I understand.
Conquistadors weren't the one on the other end of the stick.
Listen, I'm the other side that got raped, and we got both. I'm Conquistador too. I'm Spanish. I'm Spanish and African. Well, didn't they? Isn't that how you made Dominicans? The slaves got raped? Not bad.
How in the blue fuck did you go from Egyptians to this?
My bad. Continue. Right, he was saying Spain. I was just never mind. Continue the show.
You still don't make it look like I started this conversation, motherfucker. I was just ending. I was going off of what you fucking said.
Shit! How did we get here? I'm sorry,
So show.
Call me back when we start talking about comics again.
Yeah. Show.
Yeah.
You apologize. We got past that part.
You wanted me here, huh?
Yes.
You wanted me. This is what you wanted, huh? Are you not entertained?
Wait.
We are entertained.
Wait. Why are you getting so aggressive?
I just have to do the Russell Crowe.
No one's asking you to do a French accent.
I can't do the Russell Crowe.
You know what I'm saying? No one's actually do a French accent. Sponsor, none of that. You know what I'm saying?
None of that. Okay.
What I would like to have right now is for you to tell us what you found out about Black Adam.
Okay. almost.
We don't need the historical documents of the real life. How he
That's what I found out about the character itself.
Okay.
He used to be a slave.
There you go. All right.
He freed himself.
All right.
I believe he became a champion of something, so he earned power. That's what I got up to.
All right. So Shazam, which is
Correct.
the wizard, chose him as his champion and gave him the power of the gods.
There you go. See, I was reading the right book.
None of that.
I said champion.
Yeah, none of that.
One word was right.
Is any of our lineage though? We were not chosen by a wizard.
Listen, I just want somebody to choose me to go to the Bahamas. That's all I want somebody to choose me to do.
Word.
I want the power, just choose me to go to trip to the Bahamas, like Eddie said in Golden Child. Why can't somebody pick me to go to the Bahamas? Why I gotta go to Kathmandu? I'm just saying.
Word.
Pick me and go somewhere nice.
Yeah. I would love to yell Shazam and be able to throw lightning.
Oh no.
Or at least
my whole shit would have been fucked up. Yeah.
I can see it. I can see it now. He was one of us. We were slaves, and then just Cap was going up and vroom, bop.
Not me, you dummy.
I'll tell you this much: if this movie is successful enough, right, and somehow Shazam comes in and Superman, there is a great Superman Shazam Black Adam cartoon called Superman All-Star. And there is a fantastic scene where you can tell Black Adam is about to fuck both of them up.
Yep.
Because, Superman is susceptible to magic and Black Adam is more experienced than Billy Batson. Billy Batson is who Shazam really is. Chill.
Got you. Thank you.
Okay. He's a kid.
Like, what the fuck is that like?
But, you can tell, like, once he hits Superman, he goes, susceptible to magic. He points at him like, oh, he's susceptible to magic with an Egyptian accent.
Yeah.
And it's like it's funny because it's short, but it's one of those things where it's so precise and it's so great. Now you watch it, you go, why can't DC do this? Like the thing, I don't think the thing is even in 20 minutes, over 20 minutes, right, Cap? It's not even that long.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it was like maybe 30 to 40 minutes tops.
30 to 40 minutes tops, right? But the point is, it's so simple, and it has three of the most powerful beings in all of DC, literally fighting it out, and it's one of the coolest shit you've ever seen, son. And for some reason, you can't put that on the screen.
Does the cartoon belong to another thing? That's the only thing I would think. Like they would get copywritten. You're basically rewriting.
No, but DC owns all of that.
Okay, now that's what I was asking. No, I'm asking because y'all always say they can't bring stuff together because this person owns that and
that kind of thing is Sony and Marvel at one point. Like Sony still owns Spider-Man, so they can only share it, Marvel and them. But as with DC Warner Brothers owns all that shit. They just don't know how to do anything with it because they're a bunch of fucking morons. And now they're trying to start all over.
Hey, I gotta explain this to a rookie. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. It's people
I'm saying, if anybody out there,
not Ricky.
Superman All-Star, watch it. I'm telling you, of 30 to 40 minutes, and you're gonna be like, I need to see that in live action. Just like I need to see Blue Beetle and Booster Gold in live action. Because that would be your buddy cop movie for years to come. You can do at least 4 of those bad boys.
Speaking of Blue Beetle, did you see the costume design?
Oh man,
for the new Blue Beetle, that actually looked pretty fucking good.
It's beautiful, man. It's funny because I remember I sent it to my cousin, right, and he was like, "Yo, it looks exactly like it did in the Judas affecting the Judas storyline. Remember the cartoon that they kind of based it on?" Yeah, and I was like, exactly. And you know what they did? The crazy thing is they got somebody of the right ethnicity to play the kid. Yeah, see? It's perfect. That you can't get.
Yeah, that almost looks Iron Man-ish.
Dope.
Yeah, but you can't get, because if you ever see the comic book thing, you can't get no more accurate than that, bro. And then when he has his mask off, it looks the same way that this stays up, like the collar. It's perfect. And that kid has great hair, so he can go fuck himself.
Word.
I believe it's the same kid from Cobra Kai.
Yeah, yes it is. Yes it is. When I heard they casted him, I was like, I'm with it. You know what I mean? I can see it. Yeah.
They did that for you guys that always complain. Oh, this was like that. Now listen, we did it exactly the same. Don't ask us nothing.
I tell you right now, if that dude would have been casting somebody other than somebody Hispanic, I'd have been like, you're wild. That's the whole point of this character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. And by the way, they had a thing going around that Jason Sudeikis was going to be this dude. He was going to be the original Blue Beetle. I was so ready for that. Because you can imagine with the cast as Booster Gold, if they would have done it that way. That would have been magic, son. That would have been magic. But it was not to be. I got hyped too, the other guy. And now they want Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn.
Ooh. Would y'all give her a chance, though?
Oh, we already got a Harley Quinn.
I given okay. No, that's not a good example.
Margot Robbie is she Harley Quinn?
So
no, but this is for the other Joker movie, the one that Todd Phillips did.
We already had a Will Smith, so
what?
Then they switched him to Eldris Elba.
Good night, Joe.
That's what I was trying to say.
To who? Eldrick Starbuck?
Eldris isn't his name Eldris Elba?
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
That's Bloodsport.
Bruh. Yeah, it wasn't the same character.
Yo,
he had a bloody fucking accent.
Sure, you know why the wizard wouldn't pick you to get the powers of Shazam? He wouldn't want you to run around the street like Shazam, and just nothing happens.
Suzuki. Fucking car comes at you.
What word is it?
Un pendejo.
Maricón. It's funny because you just go up to the woods and you find him. You go, that's the guy you picked.
Word.
That's the guy can't even say the word correct, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, if the wizard picked you and you kept fucking up the word and Black Adam showed up, I'd be on Black Adam's side. Like, oh no, I know why you pissed. Like,
yeah. Word.
I'm like Kafu Panda, B.
Is him? Say that one more again.
Oh, you gotta save that. You gotta save that.
Say that one more again. Say that one again.
Kung Fu Panda.
No. What'd you say before?
Oh, he got out his shit. What the hell? Oh my goodness. Anyways, I forgot what I wanted to say. I'm gonna just stay quiet.
Say it again. Say that again.
I can't remember, dog. I forgot what I wanted to say. For real.
Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
It was good. Oh man.
Now, what does this have to do with Kung Fu Panda?
I forgot. It's over.
Holy shit.
He was the one chosen, and everybody was like, you chose this fashion?
You never know.
Forget it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, a little fun fact. Once you get the power of Shazam, they can't take it away from you. So that's why Black Adam still has the power. It's not like he could take away the power from Black Adam and give it to Captain Marvel. It's you got it forever until you're dead.
Forever.
Has he given it to anybody else? Or you can only give it to one person?
He chooses his champion.
The Marvel family has it.
Okay.
Yeah, but Captain Marvel gave that power to his family. They split it up, the gods, right? So he has the power of the 7 gods. Is it the 7 gods or 5 gods?
Well,
he has the power of the gods.
6.
Damn.
And then he gave each one of his. Yeah, I know, it's stupid. And then he gave his family individual power. So one of them has speed, the other one has the electricity shit, the flight, and all that other bullshit.
You know. Listen, I understand wisdom is a very good thing to have, but this son of a bitch is living in the building, and I could just speak philosophy. I'm gonna be tight.
Yeah.
Just wait. All I can do is what?
There you go, Cap. if we got Unfrozen and Demolition Man, wisdom would be the dumbest thing that we could like. Wait, my man can hack systems, and I'm just sitting here talking about Red Lobster to go.
Yeah, that would be the dumbest thing if you had Red Lobster.
Show, are we?
Wait a minute.
You're muted, Show. Are we fucking? Are we?
Stop.
Bro,
Do you get an
bro, wait.
advertisement?
Nah,
Wait,
you was
wait.
talking. I didn't interrupt you. I was talking to Kenny. He asked me a question.
What question did you see? Because all he did was Ricky laugh out loud clip that pork fried rice.
He
Am
asked
I
if it's
bugging?
pork fried rice. I said no. It's Red
Who-
Lobster.
Who
Without
said
ins-
he didn't? He didn't say question mark. He said pork fried rice in relation to you said kambuku kapanda. Kambuki
Kung Pao
kapanda.
Panda, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my apologies. I didn't mean to interrupt. I ain't say a word. I'm muted. I muted myself, and I'm still interrupting. How?
That's
the
what I'm
fuck is
asking.
going on here?
I'm asking you.
How do I stop this? I didn't want to mute myself and eat my Red Lobster. How do I? Who did this? Can I mute myself?
Jesus, I don't fucking know. Can you?
I tried.
You're
I
answering
muted.
a question to someone who's not even here.
My apologies. I didn't say a word. Gosh.
Caesar.
Listen,
I'm like, why am I looking at
listen,
the
Tom,
lobster
look,
to go?
I'm sorry. Look,
Yeah, like,
there you go. Look, I got the teeth. I'm not moving.
Yo, what the
holy shit. All right. And that's what you think about the Black Adam trailer, huh?
Correct. That brings it all together.
Look,
I'm
let's
glad.
get to the swing of things, guys.
Yeah.
Like we never left.
Derailed. Oh man.
Oh,
Yo,
shit.
if Black Adam succeeds, I'm trying to bring this back around. If Black
Yeah.
Adam succeeds
Yeah.
and we get a sequel and he meets Shazam, I want to know how they're gonna deal with this character.
Ooh, that's the guy from Taken 2? Leo?
No, that's their fucking Twank. That's their tiger butler person who sometimes is a anthropomorphic character, sometimes is a regular tiger.
Yeah, it's a weird
I
thing.
just fucked up, didn't I?
Yeah, look at
He
Show's
got
face.
an arachnophobia? Wait, what? Wait a minute.
He's an anthropologist.
Nice. Woo, Tiger. He came. Oh, he on fire. Continue. Listen,
now
I
he's
like.
like
I
You
can't
want to
like the
you want
words.
to tell him what antiseptic morphic means?
Damn, you know how to say it. you made it look good though. Go ahead.
It's when they take a animal character and give him human traits, such as
See?
he walks on two legs, he dresses in a suit, he speaks English.
So
That's all
we're
that
done
means.
with you, show.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So is the Spink antiphomori or whatever?
What?
He's not on the Maury show.
The half human, half horse.
Born.
The half human, half the centaur?
The centaur, yeah.
No,
No,
it's
the centaur's a hybrid.
I'm sorry.
But Tony the-
show brain.
Tony the tiger? That's
Anti
anthropomorphic.
Look, just to help you out. Just like Toucan Sam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Not four cans, damn.
Educate the
Toucan
show. Segment of the day. Continue. Black Adam.
Well, now that we've figured out that none of us were slaves at any still trying to wrap my head around that one.
And that the tiger's anthropomorphic.
Like I said, the trailer's very disappointing. I wish I didn't see it. Honestly, I wish I didn't. I was like, but then when I saw it, I was like, I got to share it with the world because I'm not the only one's gonna watch his misery. I'm just not gonna be alone at this.
I'm surprised these two guys watched the trailer. They usually try to not watch them.
You know what's crazy? I watched it just because it's like there's no DC movie that makes me go, I can't watch any of this because I already know 90% of the time they're gonna throw out a movie, it's gonna be fucked up in one way or another, and the other 10% haven't happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
So 100% of the movies they put out is the 90% of me going, this is gonna be fucked up one way or another.
I thought I was waiting for that Scott Steiner mask.
No, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's crazy. So that's why when I turn around and say I don't want to see any more coming attractions for Love and Thunder, is because all right, we saw a little bit, I'm hooked. Ja, I don't need no more information. This one, I see a little bit, you fucked up. Now I kind of gotta see how bad you fucked up.
Yeah. Like, you know what's funny? the thing about it is, when I see the trailer, it doesn't hit me with there's a rich story to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like I'm gonna tell you off the bat, I saw a teaser for Winter Soldier, and right there I was like, yo, this is gonna be crazy. It's a teaser, but I was like, yo, because there was like a little flash of Bucky, but it wasn't enough that I was like, yo, I know who that is. I'm like, is that kind of deal? You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so with this, I'm like, yo, I hope the person talking the most is Dr. Fate. I hope The Rock has like a Arnold script. You know what I mean?
You hope this is really
like
a Dr. Fate movie?
Like the script is like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like this is really a Dr. Fate movie, but they're just banking on The Rock.
You know what? Make it a Justice Society real movie, and it just features Black Adam.
Yeah, right.
I'm aiming for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, I hear you.
Because nothing about his portrayal gives me a rich story. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hooked. I'm actually unhooked. I'm like, I really don't care right now. You know what I mean? Like, so when's that Flashpoint movie come out with the guy who kidnaps teenagers? When's that dropping?
Yo, Cap, we got a half hour. You guys want to get into this shit with the fucking pedophile kidnapping kids?
Oh my god, dude.
The only thing I want to say is, at this point, like I told you earlier, to DC and Warner Brothers or Warner Discovery or the Discovery Bros, whatever the fuck they call themselves, they should just turn around and go, you know what? Scrap that movie. Let's hope Black Adam makes a whole bunch of money. Reinvest Andy Muschietti. Pick a different actor for the Flash. Try it again. This time you make the movie you want. Fuck the Flashpoint and all that shit. Just make a fucking movie.
Absolutely.
Because regardless, look at it this way. The Pirates of the Caribbean said, we know there's a trial. We're not even waiting for the trial. Johnny Depp, you're never going to be a pirate ever again. So with this shit, there's too much for Miller.
Yeah,
just fucking get rid of him. Get rid of him. Let him figure his life out. And then maybe one day, 10 years from now, he'll do an indie movie and get back into the graces of somebody. But how many more stories do you want to come out?
He wasn't that good of a fucking Flash to begin with.
Flash, okay.
The problem is, he's the star of ultimately your relaunch of the DC universe. That is absolutely fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Like you said, the problem is he's the star of the relaunch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that as a problem. You just did a fucking Batman movie that had nothing to do with anything else.
That's true.
Make
what up,
fucking movies. Just make the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Who gives a shit about trying to pinpoint a reboot? We pretty much figured y'all rebooted shit. Joaquin Phoenix is the Joker. Had nothing to do with anything. This dude's the Batman. Had nothing to do with anything. Make Black Adam's got nothing to do with anything right now. Just fucking make a movie.
Yeah.
What's his name? By the way, I'm looking.
Ezra
Miller.
Yeah.
Ezra Miller. I put in the Flash rape. I don't want the FBI to come find me. My bad.
Yeah, what?
No.
All right.
No, but in all honesty,
but do not time out because we got to say this for legal reasons. Do not Google that. What Show just said that had nothing. That has not come up in anything. So I don't want
But-
I don't want people to misconstrue.
No,
shit.
no.
It's not
I
understanding.
wasn't. I was just looking it up. What you was talking about. I wanted to see what
he
the
kidnapped
information was.
somebody. He
Don't
kidnapped
use those
Okay.
terms though.
I
Yeah.
know. I hope whoever's watching, I wasn't searching how to flash rape somebody. Please.
He misconstrued what we was talking about. Anyway,
Yeah, go ahead.
the Guardians of the Galaxy fucking director tweeted out something in 1992, and Disney was like, "Yo, you gotta go." And Batista was like, "Nah, man, I'm with this dude." And Disney was like, "All right, you can get the fuck out of here
You
too."
got it too.
Yo, Warner Brothers over the Discovery Brothers or Little Tasty and Fat Joe on the corner, whatever, like you said, whatever their new names are, is like, yo, this guy could literally kidnap somebody. We won't give a fuck. He kidnapped somebody. Shit. All right, fuck it. As long as you don't kill him, he
But-
kills him. Fuck it. He's the Flash. There's nothing we can do about it. He's
But
not
see-
Batman. If he was Batman, we have 87 other Batmans. There's only one Flash.
Now,
That's the way I'm seeing it for these fucking cocksuckers.
normally I would agree.
Get
with
rid of him. I'm sorry.
They got
Hold
rid
on,
of
let me
Johnny
ju- let
Depp.
me let me just say this one thing. Get rid of this fucking guy. I've been saying it ever since he did the wax on paint the fence fucking combo when he started running. Get rid of this fucking guy, please. Go ahead. Say what you gonna say.
No,
Joe,
I was gonna say they already got rid
Cap.
of Johnny Depp because of all that Amber Heard shit from the Fantastic Beasts franchise.
Yeah.
So if you can get rid of one for a legend shit, you can get rid of the other for the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he only kidnapped a child and did some other crazy shit and beat up somebody, right? He didn't hit a woman.
Neither did Johnny.
But
Allegedly.
that's what I'm saying.
Ain't no proven.
It's true. It actually was proven that she beat him up.
She got to pay him.
Yeah.
He said he led a code.
She's
Whoa.
like, I don't got it. Johnny's like, well, that's tough. Should start. Don't start no more be nothing.
Word.
But the funny thing about that is that's starting a whole. There's a bunch of people now doing defamation thing.
Yeah.
Trials now, lawsuits. Now it's like everybody's doing it.
But that's what happens. It's like there's consequences for your shit.
Either way, both sides. If you do something, consequences. If you lie about something getting done, consequences. It's not
Yeah.
a fucking free for all.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, you don't get to be a dickhead for free.
Nope. Not no more.
Or a cunt.
A lot
Yeah.
of people got away with it before.
The only time, for some reason, and this boggles my mind, the only time you ever get to get you ever get to get away scot-free is if you bully a kid to the point where that kid does something violent.
Yeah.
Then whatever you did to bully him doesn't fucking matter. It's all on the kid.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the only time you ever get away scot-free,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is fucking insane to me.
Crazy. Word.
Because you think about it, all these kids would not be shot if one adult would have been like, "You're bullying my man's. All right, y'all two gonna stay in this room. Y'all gonna have to fight."
Assholes.
Or has this shit out or something.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, like y'all
Yo.
either gonna fight it out or talk it out. This shit's gonna end now.
Ain't that's the weirdest shit ever in my life where you're like, yo, this kid was bullied. He shot up the school. He was a loner. He never said anything. Apparently he lives in a house that's made of guns.
Yeah.
Like, but what happened?
What happened to the bully?
Before that point? Yeah, to the people bullying him. What the fuck's going on? Nothing happens to them?
Word.
Because most of the time, if I'm not mistaken, the people who get shot in these school shootings are not the people who they don't go target the bully.
Yeah.
They just shoot whoever the fuck shows up.
Sometimes they don't even go to their own school.
Yeah, it's like you're in the wrong fucking homeroom. Pow! It has nothing to do with the bully.
Yo,
They probably don't even get to the bully by the time they.
There's a story that will live with me forever. This kid bring in a My Little Pony backpack,
Wow.
and he was getting bullied. And instead of dealing with the bullies, the school brought in the parents of that kid and told them, get him to stop wearing the backpack. What the fuck you mean
Wow.
get it? First off, there's a whole fucking community of grown men who legitimately like My Little Pony. No weird shit about it. They're just fans of the fucking show. 2, it's a colorful fucking horse and he's a kid. 3, why the fuck should he stop? Should stop the fucking kids bullying it. Like you're stopping the wrong people.
Bruh.
That's like somebody getting hit by a drunk driver, and you're like, why the fuck were you in the street then?
Yeah.
You would have been home.
We're gonna stop everybody from crossing the street because God forbid you stop the driver. It's easier to stop the entire fucking. It's easier to stop the kid from expressing himself than to stop people making fun of him for it. Ain't that some shit?
Yep.
That's bullshit. And back in the day, that kid would have went to his parents and been like, "Yo, they keep making fun of me for the book bag." The mom probably would have been like, "Well, let's get you another book bag." The pops would have been like, "Go smack the fucking kid. Smack the kid in the fucking face, and let's see how much he makes fun of you now."
Yo, what do you call it? There's that story that Uncle Pete told us. He had a problem with a kid in school. So Grandpa was like, all right, what did he say at the park at this time? Took off for work, took him to the park. He's like, all right, there you go. Go kick his ass then.
Yeah, go fight him.
Again, they say violence isn't the answer.
But it sounds a lot of fucking problems.
It's a pretty good fucking solution.
I'm just saying, 9 out of 10 times bullies, man. You punch one in the face, man, you're gonna be like, oh, I didn't expect that from you. It's a lot more. Just throwing it out there for you. There's a lot more coming, bro. Because usually, if you do it that instant, that moment, right there, the moment he starts bullying you, and you pop him once, most of them, oh, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you get your ass kicked, maybe you don't, but he knows the next time that happens, he's gonna have a fight on his hands. Yeah. And most bullies are cowards. They don't want to fight. They're looking for the easiest until they get hit. They're like, every time I hit this dude, he's gonna hit me back, and we're gonna get in a fight. I'll probably kick his ass off. Out of 10 times, I'll probably kick his ass 9, but he's gonna keep fighting me back. They don't want that.
Yeah.
They don't want none of that smoke. You know what I'm saying?
They bully you because it's easy.
They think it's easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And most of the
time,
when
you fight back,
the bullies as soft as they get, man.
Yep.
Soft. You hit them back. Oh my God, you hit me.
You muted show.
Yeah, you were being a dick. Of course I hit you. And then I go to that school and be like, yo, answer your question. My son didn't seem like the violent type, does he? Yeah. So what did he do? Well, we didn't find any evidence. Well, I tell you this much. If it happens again, I'm going to tell my son to do the same thing. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 times on Friday. You better believe that's just going to keep happening until something gets solved.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yo.
And then I want to see this kid's fucking father.
Yeah. At a certain point, if your kid's not gonna stop bullying my kids, then I start bullying you. Then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you raise this? How dare you?
Yeah.
I got to see who raises coward, and it's most likely another coward.
But the weird shit is the whole fucking. Oh, we got to use our words. We got to do this. Clearly, that doesn't fucking work. Because I've never seen a case where a bully goes up to bully a kid, and that kid doesn't try to talk his way out of it.
Yeah.
The only time that happens is if right before a tragic event happens, that kid just resigns himself to there he goes. Go ahead, hit me. But then he's exhausted everything he could think of.
Mm-hmm.
So talking doesn't fucking work. The only time talking work is in diplomatic situations where entire nations are like, yeah, it's probably a better idea if we don't fucking massacre everybody.
And even those morons get that shit wrong.
Yep.
I'm saying it's a thing of, well, try to talk it out. I tried. It didn't work. Oh, well, punch him in the throat. Call it a day.
Yeah.
And then when they call me in, I'm be like, yo, listen, you try to talk it out. My son got tired of that shit. I told him, hit him in the throat.
Yeah. Here's the thing though. Talking it out only works after the fact that you guys fight.
Yeah.
Because if this kid is picking on you, it's for illogical reason. You cannot reason with someone who's illogical. You can't reason with someone who doesn't have reasoning to fucking bully you. So when you let them know, listen, you want some of this? Bow. This ain't what you want. when I'm smacking logic back into your fucking face, like I'm not the one to fuck with. Let's come to the conclusion that I'm not the one to fuck with. Go about your business. Okay, cool. Now we work this shit out. You can't fucking with the wrong person.
Word.
And I showed you I was the wrong person. You want to admit that I'm the wrong person? Yeah, all right, cool. Now go find someone else. That's how you talk it out. When I fucking show you, bow, not the right. I'm not the one. You're right. You're right. I'm glad you opened up my eyes to the fact you're not the one. I'll go over there and talk to Hector.
The only other time talking actually does work is if at the very start you make it clear that the words people are going to say to you, A, don't affect you, and B, are not funnier than what you can say about yourself. Because if you make fun of me for something, I just got to show you that whatever you say doesn't affect me. And shit, you want to make fun of me? I know this fucking shit's ridiculous too.
That's me.
I'm just mad that your mom bought it for me.
Oh, got him.
I'm here all week.
So that's the only time talking before it starts or after we fucking have to handle it. It doesn't work when the shit's already fucking going on.
We got Kenny in the building. I told my boys if somebody's messing with you, punch him in the face. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Why did it have to get violent? Why was that person messing with my kid?
Because you know what the crazy shit is? It's almost like no one knows what to do with a bully, but everyone knows what to do when you punch someone in the face.
Yeah.
It's like you're wrong for punching him in the face, but he's right for treating me like shit. No, he's not right. So two wrongs don't make a right, but it ends the fucking conflict. Ain't that some shit?
All right.
Yeah.
Word.
We're not looking for right. We're looking for end.
I bet you won't bother him again.
Yeah. Right plus wrong equals continue. Wrong plus wrong equals end. That's the math. That's the math we're going for.
Are we giving my son an award? He's no longer a bully. He just saved the school.
There you
What's going
go.
on here? It's reformed. He's no longer bullying nobody. He's over there playing chess. He's chilling. He got a cardigan.
Yeah, all he needed was un cocotazo. Boom.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But then again, here's another thing that you guys gotta realize: like, if my son is bullying someone and they tell me, and I discipline my son, it's only gonna piss my son off more to bully this fucking kid even more. It's like I'm getting my ass kicked by my pops, you gonna get your ass kicked by me too. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my temperament. And if my kid has my temperament, they're gonna be like, well, I'm gonna fuck you up because now you got my pops involved. It can only be stopped between those two people.
Yo,
But that's not how I would treat it. I would bully my son. You want to bully? All right. From now on, I'm gonna bully you, and I will start bullying him on purpose. You'll go like start picking on him. Yo, you like that? Go get me something to drink. You like that?
Yeah,
Give me
but
your
then
money.
he's gonna learn
That's
from
not bully.
you.
That's not bully. That's slavery.
Yeah, no, but he's gonna learn from you.
I'm just saying, I would do the same thing he was doing to the kid. Just
I get it.
No, I hear you, but he's gonna learn from you either how to bully somebody or how to be a punk because it's like, oh, there's someone bigger than me. Now I can't defend myself. I can't stand up for myself.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you demean someone, they can learn from that, and that's how they be forever.
you know how you follow this? The one thing that I've seen that is lacking in this time period is empathy.
Yeah.
Because if you can get the bully to empathize with how shitty that kid feels every time he does something, if he's not a fucking psycho, he's gonna turn around and be like, I gotta stop. Because if I feel like this when this shit happens, then he feels that then it's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's missing is empathy.
Yeah. The transfer of aggression from you getting treated that way to treating someone else that way doesn't help you out. So why are you gonna do it?
That and kids absolutely learning how to fight.
Yeah.
I tell anybody that I know, yo, how do you know anything about yourself if you've never been in a fight? You learn something about yourself, and even if you lose, you know what I mean? Listen, I suck at this, but at least I threw hands.
I didn't enjoy
you can
it.
either go and learn, or just keep sucking, but know that when time comes, you will throw hands. It's not going to be good.
Yeah, that was.
You have enough courage in yourself to throw hands. You know what I mean? Or nails or slaps, whatever the fuck I don't know, whatever you do, whatever you know how to defend yourself with. You know what I mean? But I will tell anybody, learn the basics of fighting, boxing, whatever. Learn how to throw at least 3 punches, man.
Kick him in the eye.
You might need those 3 punches.
You never know when you land that solid one to drop the dude, and the dude goes, all right, I know you'll fight back. You know what I mean?
And always walk away. Don't fucking celebrate.
Yeah, that's another thing. Don't stand.
You're not a UFC
it's not a movie. Get in, bounce. Don't do that. You got to be in that fucking. Don't do that. None of that shit. Get in there, scrap, and go. You don't. This is about living, fight,
right? Surviving.
Make the space. Fuck out of here.
To go up for that, man, martial arts. Not only does it teach you discipline, but it teaches you where your true limitations are.
Absolutely.
That will reveal to you how far you're willing to push something.
Absolutely. And there's always the most basic way to de-escalate situations. Put your hands up. Is that personal space, my man? There's no reason for us to do this. This right here universally tells you, my man, you don't need to come into the space. Once you touch my hands, I can defend myself. Once you have gotten to the point where you're touching my hands from here, you know what I mean? Then I can do anything in my power to defend myself, son.
You're not welcome past this spot.
Defend myself.
This is your line.
There's a difference. That's a problem. There's a difference. There's defending yourself because you have the knowledge enough that you're like, you put them down, or you can put them in a hold to be like, yo, you stop, or you get away and hit them, you get away. But then there's also stomping the shit out of the dude to the ground when you know you have the advantage. That's when you're just a dick. Once you see that the dude can't fight, and stomping them out, you're a piece of shit. You're pretty much with that. You're pretty much what you say you're not. You're a bully. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I have another piece of advice for anybody who's sitting out there.
I'm fucking around. Go ahead.
For anybody who's sitting out there going, "Oh, but I'm just not a violent person." Okay, if you're not a violent person, then I suggest track and field.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't gonna fight, you better out fucking run every fucking person.
Yeah. Yo, did you hear that? Step better be quick.
Yeah, we're good. I heard that. We're good.
What was that?
They dropped something.
What do we hear?
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a firecracker, the tire, or I know it wasn't a gunshot, but it was.
They've been starting around here. Like when I'm going to the gym, I see all the used fireworks. I'm like, really, guys? You're not even close.
What were they celebrating?
I find those guys stomp them into the ground, but that's for other reasons. I'm trying to sleep.
I hear you.
But like I said, man, I advise anybody. This is coming from a guy that I do. Please, for the love of men, women, they, it, ram, whatever the fuck you want to be called. If I knew Klingon, I'd call you that shit too.
Call yourself whatever you want. Go watch the movie.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the love of God. Because 9 out of 10 times, the average person walking down the street does not know how to fight.
Yeah.
Guarantee you. There's a lot of people out there that start to learn, but that is far and few. Oh, if you see any ears like clogged up, like to the fact that look like they can't hear, leave that guy alone.
Yeah.
Cauliflower ears means walk away.
Do not let him grab you.
Walk away.
Yeah.
Don't let him grab you.
Tell you right now, if that dude charges you, knee straight up the middle.
Yep.
Either that or sprawl. Just
I tell you right now, man, that dude, we call him change your level. The moment he goes from right to eye level, he goes to like pretty much your waist level, it's over for you. You're either getting choked out or rain punches on you. Just let you know. You know what I mean? If you don't know what cauliflower ears are, it looks to the point where the skin is popped out and looks like they can't hear. That's 9 out of 10 a wrestler. That's never a good thing.
That's from the headlocks, right?
Or you see the like the bruiser shaded knuckles. Sometimes you can see that bruiser shaded knuckles. That's terrible. That's not a good thing. That guy, no weapon. But other than that, if your hands are not as good, you're gonna learn that day.
Yeah.
Or
It's
like
gonna
I
be a
said, the
lesson.
alternative, Usain Bolt.
And also, you got to remember, some people learn how to fight, but people don't know how to fight in the street.
Oh, that's true. That's very
Because there's a difference between wrestling and fighting in the street.
there's a difference.
You know, my uncle told me, he's like, he knew like a 3rd-degree black belt, and my man pulled out a real knife and he turned into a fucking white belt real quick. He forgot how to do shit, and it was one of those, like, my man got fucked up by a regular dude because that knife came out. He was scared shitless. Like, they don't train with knives. He's just like, you know.
Absolutely. A weapon
Yeah.
always changes dynamics of everything, man.
Yeah.
Don't get cute. You ain't John Wick. That's a movie.
I could imagine your uncle. You know kung fu? Okay. Chewing?
Oh, yeah. Because the thing was,
He said, you guys, if anybody's ever seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, when that dude has all that sword shit, and my man pulls up and shoots him, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Remember that. Bring a knife to a gunfight, you're gonna lose.
Because I don't know, Lay, I don't know if you're familiar with Frank Ryan. You ever heard of Frank Ryan? This is in the like 60s, 70s. He was the world's most dangerous man back in the day, and my uncle was training under him because he was training in New York, and he told him, "I'm not teaching you how to fight, and in karate tournament. I'm teaching you how to survive in the streets. There's a difference between fighting a karate tournament and surviving out here. I'm gonna teach you how to fight in the street. So if you ever get jumped or you're in a situation in the street, you know how to defend yourself." You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, there's a guy that throws the perfect kick. He's a fucking black belt. But somebody starts swinging wild. He's like, yo, I ain't never seen this shit before. And he gets caught. Now this fucking, this stupid kid that don't know how to fucking fight just knocked out a black belt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the luck of the punch is real. It's legit.
Yeah.
Yo, the luck of landing any kind of hit, man, you just never know. You know what I'm saying? Expect the unexpected, but also, listen, don't stand in the pocket and start throwing hands when you can just be gone. You can drop the dude and leave. Because you don't know what the dude could reach for. You know what boy could reach for. You don't know the situation. Just get away. You know what I mean? You got nothing to prove. Just get away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The object is to come back home.
Absolutely correct.
You're not getting paid for this shit. There's no trophy. Get back home.
No, sir. You want to get home? Rinse, repeat. Do it again tomorrow if you have to.
Yep.
That's it.
Is the saddest thing is having to live your life looking over your shoulder.
Absolutely.
Because you do know you knock out the wrong person and now homeboy's looking for you. And he ain't coming back with his fists. Shit.
But I will advise, learn some form. I would tell you Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu because a lot of fights go to the ground. But I would tell you that in probably boxing or Muay Thai. I would recommend any of those three. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do a keto, grow a ponytail. Let me know how it works out for you.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Yo.
Yes, sir.
When that dude charges at you on horseback with his sword, you're gonna be able to survive that with Aikido. So don't throw Aikido under the bus.
That's right. That's right. And right away you're gonna learn maybe this was the wrong martial arts to pick up.
Yeah. Because the thing is, like, you gotta fight the right person. You gotta do the and then he attacks.
That's right.
The arm and
they have to understand that there's a choreograph to this.
Yes, there's a
so everybody can look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always
and you gotta love how they disarm the knife.
Yeah.
The knife is
disarmed. I laugh
disarmed.
at the fact that at one point in history, Aikido was a legit martial art, and then somewhere down the line,
just
something happened.
You know what happened? You know what happened? They actually started fighting the mixed martial arts. There was a martial arts master went to each gym and said, "I want to fight you. I want to fight your guy to see how good your style is." And Aikido got fucked up.
He got stomped into the ground. Like, maybe this is not the most effective thing we have.
Have
is
you
this for
seen the mixed
real?
martial arts guy go to the kung fu
Yes.
gyms, the Wing Chun gyms, and all that? They challenge him, and some of the masters he fucks those masters up.
Now get the
Eh,
fuck out.
You guys ever
but
seen the guy that he's an Aikido, I think, student or whatever, and he goes to an MMA gym, and then he actually goes time out. The guy goes, what? Time out? No, it proceeds to just lay him out. He goes,
Yeah.
time out. He looks at him
Yeah.
like, no.
What?
Like he was trying to do his
That's-
move, like, hold up, I'm trying to get started. He goes, no. It just starts.
But that's why
Blacks
everybody
and-
loved Bruce Lee, because the Jeet Kune Do, he took the boxing stance, he took the kicking from Taekwondo, he took all these martial arts and he took what he needed from them and made his own style,
Yep.
which was kind of technically mixed martial arts, but
Yeah, well,
it's
you have a Valato, which if you see it, it's pretty much mixed martial arts with no gloves. It's Brazil, and that's the thing started between Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a hybrid of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling. And they went at it, I mean, for years, bro. I mean, sometimes they still do it now, but it was literally like camp versus camp. It was the Gracies, I forget the other camp's name, but it's a weird thing.
yeah.
And a lot of times people see that as the wrestling started adding strikes to it. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu stayed as classic Jiu-Jitsu as it could get, but these guys started adding the strikes to it too. So we got to give props to the Brazilians for actually, and for the fact that there was no gloves. These dudes were pretty much in underwears. You can kick nads, bite ball. I always saw one where the dude was biting the dude in the balls. I was like, that's a bit much. that's a little bit. But then again, when I started watching Pride and it was soccer kicks, I was like, well, this is what I need. A soccer kick is death. You know what I mean?
Easy word.
If you know what you're doing, that man is dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let widery kick you in the head.
You know what I mean? 9 out of 10, you will probably never use it. You'll at least get in good shape, but give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? You can always do free classes. You don't lose anything, and you might like it. You know what I mean? Like Cap said, you're more confidence. You at least know what you're doing. So if you get a situation, you're not afraid of the confrontation. You're like, I know if something happens, I can at least protect myself or the people I'm with, to an extent.
Yeah.
But like I said before, this is not a movie. Get in and out.
Yeah. You don't need to know the Buddha shadow punch.
Don't get cute. Like they said in Under Siege, don't get cute. You don't get cute. You just fuck at it. Don't get cute.
Yeah.
Yo, to go with that confidence thing, the worst thing you could do in any situation is act out of fear.
Oh yes.
You're gonna make every mistake in the fucking book if you act out of fear.
You'll overestimate or the worst part is you'll underestimate. That's the worst thing you can do is underestimate any opponent. You know what I'm saying? You thinking, I'm gonna fuck this dude up. All of a sudden, you got a dug that uppercut up in your face.
Tyson.
You're looking like over for French and Gano did the.
Yeah.
You're somebody somewhere is watching a clip of you getting dropped at a bar somewhere.
Yeah. You looking like you wanted a J check.
Watch this shit. Snow nigga drop you, man. You saw that?
Another lump.
Go ahead, take the first shot, which is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I will take that 100% of the time. Hit me first. Okay. Dumbass. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. You don't know what I know. What are you doing?
You don't want to get popped and be like,
exactly. Tell you, in and out, fuck out of it. Or if you can talk it out or you can just walk away, trust me, do that. Listen, anybody's like, oh, you being a bitch ass. Man, I got a family that I care about. I have no idea what can go wrong. I don't know what he's carrying. I don't know what's going on. Shit goes left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, but sometimes you get pushed against the wall and you gotta get back. Said, don't be a fucking hero. Just live another day.
Yeah. Getting home. Because the people who love you the most ain't gonna sit there and go, why didn't you fight them? They be like, I'm happy you're home.
Absolutely.
Especially nowadays where everybody's so quick to get a fucking gun and shoot people.
Yeah. And apparently it's really easy to get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Toe said, when you get home, they're gonna be like, glad you made it out.
Yep.
After you're safe, then they're gonna be like, how come you ain't whoop his ass, Mr.
Yeah, Mr. Tough Guy.
He said that was a bitch move. Said, bitch move. Nah.
But yeah, man, that was we ran over a little time, but that's well informed people who stay to watch it. that's we make it real. We went from the rock to the real.
Yeah.
This is what we do. This is what we
like
do.
it. We everywhere.
Yeah, we taught you some new words.
Appreciate that. Ambiguous.
Yeah, we embigged Miss Marvel.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? To the point where
We
everybody's
hit,
excited.
we hit slavery for some reason. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah,
I got weird.
yeah.
Got
We
weird
got
there.
we got to rant on Star Wars for a second
Absolutely. Yeah.
in an unracist way. You fucking cocksuckers.
Yeah, all you fucking cunts out there that was giving
Yeah,
that lovely actress a hard time. You're the kind of people that deserve to get stomped into the fucking ground. You need soccer
Yeah.
kicks to you guys.
fucking
Soccer
bitches.
kicks with toe steel boots. You fucking punks.
Word.
And a couple of cleats to make you feel better.
Yeah, fucking cocksuckers.
Anyway, yeah. Oh, and just by the way, side note, because we're talking about The Rock not acting. I'm a huge Rock fan. I want to explain to you. I grew up in the Attitude Era. I love The Rock. One of the best talkers of all time. Charismatic, clearly motivating guy. You understand? But the problem is, just not the best actor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love the guy. Trust me, if I was to meet The Rock, I'd be like, yo, you're great, whatever. I think you're acting the suspect, but you're a great dude. You know what I'm saying?
He's fit for 1-2 different types of roles. He's not. He has the look for Black Adam.
I agree with
That's
that.
it. That's it. But other than that,
yeah, he definitely doesn't have the gravitas. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't.
No, for the guy that Cap showed earlier, put some muscle on him, Black Adam.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's the guy that voices him. 90% of the time, he voices Black Adam. That guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If he was young enough, the dude who played the Mummy back when Brendan Fraser,
Yes.
Black Adam,
definitely could have done it. Had he been like he had that kind of frame, perfect. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we got The Rock. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Hoping for good things when I watch it online.
No, listen, it may not be the Black Adam we know, but with The Rock involved, we can at least enjoy some parts of the movie. You know what I'm saying? I don't think The Rock's gonna give us Batman versus Superman, like that level of trashouty. But he's gonna give us something. He might give us a Suicide Squad 2-ish.
So if
Where it's
The
like
Rock,
some cool shit happening there, but that's not Black Adam.
if The Rock gives us a Hobbs and Shaw kind of feel to this movie, I will not be upset.
Yeah.
I would prefer it be Hobbs and Shaw or like a Fast movie than him try to be something that he can't pull off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it's gonna be absolutely ridiculous, and it's a funny superhero movie, so it could be absurdly ridiculous. But don't try to give me a rich story when you can't pull it off.
I'm hoping that it's like Skyscraper.
Good
I don't know
one.
if you ever seen that movie, but that movie is like you walked out of that movie going, "That was a fun time." Not realistic at all, but it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those like, yo, that was fun. I don't think I'm gonna watch it again. It'll be in the background. Like I'll play it in the background when I'm doing something, like getting ready to do something. But I'm not gonna sit there and go, I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again.
Word. I just hope it's not one of those movies where you go, fuck, I actually paid to see this. Because we saw Ambulance on Peacock, and in my head, I was like, I wouldn't have been mad if I paid to see this.
Yeah,
Really?
no, Ambulance was for Michael Bay, one of his better fucking movies.
Well, I mean, you had Jake
not-
Gyllenhaal and the guy from Candyman.
Yeah.
How did you get that dude's name?
I forget his name.
His name is hard to pronounce.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I know he's a good actor. Jake Gyllenhaal is still a good actor. My whole problem was Michael Bay.
Yeah.
It was funny because my problem in that situation is not the actors, it's the director. The opposite of Black Adam.
Yeah. It's not a Bad Boys movie. It's not Bad Boys, but it was a good movie. It was enjoyable. I wouldn't have had a problem if I paid to watch it. I think I would have. It's a good movie to watch.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Surprisingly emotional.
Yeah, and it's on Peacock.
No, oh, cool. Okay, yeah. Because I saw the two actors when I saw them. I was like, I liked how they work. I don't know who the girl is. that's with them.
She's
She
good
did pretty
too.
good too.
Yeah,
Okay, I know who she
she
is.
did.
But I'm like, these two by themselves make me want to see it.
Yeah.
And when I saw Michael Bay, I was like, God damn.
Dude,
I got
Yeah.
so sad.
don't
She's
be
not.
surprised.
She's not just a pretty face in the movie. She actually does pretty
cool.
good.
All right, cool.
Yo, but don't be surprised if the fields start coming up.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a lot of emotion in this type of movie.
All right. I appreciate pleasant surprises. So good.
I'll tell you one thing. Cruz will watch this movie, and at no point would he go, "You're losing me."
For real? That much action?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's fast paced.
That
It's a
makes sense.
fast paced movie.
Yeah, because
Oh.
if there's anywhere from a 5-10 minute drop, Cruz is gone.
No, yeah. I didn't see
I've
that.
watched it. I watched it before.
I've seen it in person. He was like, "That's
Yeah.
enough." Just
Oh,
what?
but he did it on stream.
Yeah, he did. I
He was like,
watched
"All right, this
it.
movie's
It was
good. All right, you're losing me."
So
You're
the
losing
show.
me.
It's that's
Yeah.
enough.
Yo, I implore you guys to go watch the Interceptor. It's on Netflix. I watched it today. I heard that it was like one of the worst movies Netflix has done. I want other people to watch it that I know to see what their opinion of it.
Huh?
Because I don't think it was bad. It was all right. A couple of things, with me being military, I'm like, get the fuck out. No. But
That's what. It's funny. That's what I do with any like those certain fighting movies. You know, you're like, I don't know, man. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? That's. I don't know. I don't think I'd go about it that way. Or you just look at it and go, "Well, this is complete bullshit," but it's entertaining.
you know what's weird about that movie? As I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, so this is one of those turn your brain off type and just watch the shit. And then I had that moment of self-actualization or self-realization where I was like, but I can't do that for a Fast and Furious movie. So I'm not gonna turn my brain off for this. And I'm just gonna, if something bugs me, I'm gonna say it, but I'm still gonna watch this.
Yeah.
It's funny. And I tried that for 9. I carried it. I did for Hobbs and Shaw though. When I went to Hobbs and Shaw, I was like,
I still
let's
haven't
go.
watched those.
Let's rein in the bullshit.
Well, because 9, it was like you can't turn your brain off. They try to connect shit, like they try to connect the dots to planets. Because I was like, wait, hold on, wait. How does he have a mech? How is this guy who we have no idea what his ethnicity is? He just loves Cuba and Dominican Republic, but he has a Mexican fucking father and a white brother, 100% blood, and a Colombian sister. Like, what is he?
Yeah.
What is
absolutely
he?
right.
Where is the mother? Who's the mother out of these children? How many mothers do you got? These are 100% blood relatives, and we're just meeting the brother. By the way, he was involved in the first one. What happened there? You retconned the shit out of the Fast and the Furious.
Not to mention the 30 seconds that I saw, 10 years before you meet him on screen, he was 5'4" and a full-grown adult, and now all of a sudden he's 6'4".
I'm like, wait a minute. So how long did you drive for, and what did you have while you were driving? Did you grow up in the car?
Yeah.
What was going on?
He was a goldfish. He was in a small car, and then they gave him a big one, and he grew to the size of his environment.
Right. And it's funny because I'm like, the moment I saw who the father was, I was like, wait a minute, this guy's Mexican, isn't he? I've seen him in Mayans. This is what he.
Yeah.
Like, no, what? Okay, now I'm completely confused on who belongs to what race and who's nailing what. What?
Yep. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, when the car Tarzan swings and the chastity didn't pull out of it, I was like,
Yeah, he was still able to drive that car after it went. He
By the way, I'm just
swung
throwing
from
it out
one
there.
mountain to another one.
that chastity should have completely ripped out, and they all should have been dead. Letty and Dom should have died. By the way, like 15 movies ago. But at that point, they need to die. I'd be like, yo, you're dead.
Yo, my favorite part is somebody in the writing room went, hey, you know what hasn't been done before? Let's do the thing where the bad guy is the complete same as the hero. But let's do the twist. They're brothers. Like, what? There's every movie that he's a brother or he's related or they're the exact same shit.
Or my favorite thing is this guy is a special black ops. Like this guy is better than Dominic in driving and stealing and spying in everything, every category.
They build a superhuman.
He had no role. Like he literally did nothing that a normal person couldn't have done. He did nothing special in that movie. He didn't outdrive Dom. He didn't outfight him. He didn't outspy him. Dom found a thing and someone just said, "Oop, that's mine now." You don't need a special ops guy to send an army to go steal some shit from something they just stole.
Oh, that's why I love 7, because the transporters SAS, some of the best military in the world. Those are guys. That's the British Special Forces, right? Legit trained, badass dude, and somehow with list that's every race under the sun is kicking your ass.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. No. That movie should have ended the first time Shaw got a look at him on some sniped. It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah.
End credits. It's all over. We're done. Guys, let's wrap it up because the sniper rifle, he's dead. We're done, right?
Yep.
And it's funny because then Jason Momoa is in the next one. But I think he's the villain.
Probably, yeah.
Of course, he's the villain.
Yeah.
Where else can we go?
My favorite shit is my guy beats the fucking Yakuza who turns out to be a super spy.
Yes.
Like Jason Statham kills Han, who was in Tokyo Drift just a fucking regular Yakuza guy.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's super spy.
Absolutely.
How about the fact that Ludacris was just a very good mechanic?
And
Now he's like some sort of fucking engineer.
Yeah, he's a hacker. Yeah, he's a super duper hacker.
Yeah.
Lenny
doesn't
was
even get
dead,
the
and now
terms
she's
right.
Captain America. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Tyrese is still hungry though.
Yeah.
Word.
They kept that
can't
up,
change. Yeah, they can't change the.
But it's funny. It was like I'm over here like, yo. At what point do we realize, yo, fuck this franchise? Fuck it, bro. Like, nah, we can't do this anymore, man. I mean, they took down a submarine with a charger.
Yeah.
A fucking nuclear submarine. You understand that? A nuclear submarine. Or the 747 with civics?
What?
Yep.
So civics?
or my favorite, how let's just with no runway, let's just jump from here to a completely new building.
Absolutely.
With no ramp, this just from where we're standing, drive and just
let's turbo boost like Kit. Nobody's
yeah.
Oh,
let's not forget the fucking 20-ton fucking safe that two charges ran through all of
Colombia.
What's
funny? That is possibly the closest to logic they've ever been. Besides the first one. Besides the first.
Yo.
Besides the first.
Is it me? The little bit that I saw when they had the magnetic truck, they turn on the magnet and you see like the utensils and shit start flying towards the truck.
Yes.
But none of the other cars, the only specific cars that they targeted were magnetic. No other fucking cars on a magnet that was pulling utensils from 4 fucking stores down.
And not even the parking meters. They're like a fucking block. They're like this big. In Europe, the parking meters are fucking massive in Europe. None of those shits moved. They're all metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. So once again, we go from stealing stereos to flying something to space, I guess, right?
They a Corolla.
A Corolla.
A Toyota Corolla went into space.
Space.
Yeah. With they had scuba diving suits. The old school ones that they used in the Cuban Gooding Jr. movie with Robert De Niro.
Men of Honor.
Men of Honor, yeah.
That's a fun movie. I like that movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie. But so
you can handle the truth.
We go from stealing stereos.
That's A Few Good Men.
Owing me a 10-second card to
which in actuality, that fucking kid that was the mechanic for Dom would have been the most realistic to be a fucking super hacker because he
That's
was
true.
on the spectrum and he fucking did that shit.
That's
He
true.
made the model of that Supra.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ludacris just put an ejectocito cuz in the fucking in the
My
car.
favorite
And,
button. That's my
yeah,
favorite button.
You know what's funny? And here's another thing, right?
It's
Even that one, Too Fast and Furious. I mean, you're a criminal, so they would put a criminal to a criminal element, right? Like criminals recognize criminals, right? That
yeah,
shit happens sometimes. They rat on each other. You know, that's been done. I got it. No problem. You infiltrating the drug dealer. It takes time off your sentence or whatever. My man, I am not hiring street racers to go up against special forces. It's not happening. Unless I want
yeah,
them all dead, which most likely is why I'm doing it, because I'm a prick. I don't care what car I give you, son. That dude has been trained to kill the absolute best. Or that woman. This is what they do. They
yeah.
wake up, train, murder, go back to sleep, get paid. This is what they do. You race your car from here to there and maybe lift some weights. You're going to die.
Yo,
Yeah.
they should have named this. They should have named this franchise the Suicide Squad.
Absolutely correct. I agree 100%. I'm saying. Or the Miracles, because they pull that shit off all the time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yo, can you
Fucking pull
imagine
off-
that?
oh my
They're the
God.
Inhumans.
Yeah. Remember Tyrese, and remember he said something, yo, we have to be invincible or some shit like
Yeah.
that. And I was like, Red Sonja, let's do this.
Yo,
Brigitte Nielsen's performance is better than what I'm watching right now.
you know what's funny? It's more believable for a kid to get an entire stadium at a LA Angels baseball game to believe that there are angels literally
Yep.
in the fucking outfield than half the shit they do in the Fast and Furious.
Like, I'm over here like, so when Dom was like, I saw this thing where he's fighting all those guys. I go, so is he the Hulk now? Was he Superman, or am I getting this wrong? Like, he destroys like 40 dudes. I'm like, well, did I miss something? Did he take some Compound V? And I didn't see this? No?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm just wondering, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, 9, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'll laugh at like commercials and like I can watch all the trailers from now on, and I'm like, I'm not watching this shit because the next one is apparently it has the X-Men coming in because it's FX. I saw the X, I was like, oh, that's the X-Men. Oh, cool. Let's see if he destroys Logan somehow. Right, show?
Right.
Yeah, I
What
just
about-
want them to name one character Gene, just so Dom Gene.
Gene. Oh my god! I tell you this much: if they make an X-Men movie, I want to see at least one where that meme comes to life. With the picture, give me a minute of Wolverine on some in his X-Men suit on the bed, and I won't bother anybody ever again. You gotta have that. You gotta happen.
Yeah.
You know, Marvel's mad meta with shit like that. They love doing that. They love fucking around.
Word.
Has the movie Wolverine ever worn that actual suit, that yellow and blue?
No, the closest they came was in a deleted scene for the Wolverine. He opened up a case and it was in the case.
Yeah, they had
closest they've
the
ever
brown
came.
suit.
Yeah, the brown and yellow one.
Yeah.
That was the closest we got. But yo, on that note, everybody, we went wows. We made up for the fact that we was off last week. But yeah, we hit a lot of shit. But on that note, everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Tune in tomorrow. We got another Bob Hope movie to watch. Free, public domain, motherfuckers. It should be a funny one. But peace.